contact line at 866-676-8477. With traffic, I'm Samantha Canning.
This report is sponsored by Duke's Mayo. Duke's, it's got twang.
This is the Duke's country song. It's a song about Duke's Mayo. Says here it's got twang. That's good. Get Duke's Mayo in store. It's got twang.
Check it out, guys. It's Angel from the Monsters, and let me tell you, start your engines. This January, the world's largest collector car auction returns to Kissimmee, Florida. You know I'm talking about it. Mecum Auction brings 13 days of full throttle excitement, iconic rides, and fun for the entire family. It's such a good time. Mecum delivers the ultimate automotive experience. See thousands of classic cars, muscle cars, exotics, the cars of your dreams, and come experience the Mecum Auction live in Kissimmee, January 6th through the 18th. Go to Mecum.com.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Good news if you're considering a reverse mortgage. Rates have improved again this week. Get a same-day quote at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
With that mortgage guy, Don.com. I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Start your engines. This January, the world's largest collector car auction returns to Kissimmee, Florida. Mecum Auctions brings 13 days of full throttle excitement, iconic rides, and fun for the whole family. Mecum delivers the ultimate automotive experience. See thousands of classics, muscle cars, exotics, and more across the block. Come experience Mecum Auctions live in Kissimmee, January 6th through the 18th.
iHeartMedia presents the Fresh from Florida Groceries Giveaway. 50 lucky winners will each receive a $100 grocery voucher to indulge in Fresh from Florida goodness. Enter to win at iHeart.com/freshfromflorida.
Here's something most of us don't want to think about, but probably should. Clay Travis and Buck Sexton here for our friend Mike Lester and the team at Talon Wealth Management.
That thing we don't want to talk about is a will. If you don't have one, Mike and his team would like to help you out. They'll start you off with a comprehensive financial plan.
If you are 55 or over and have saved at least $250,000 for retirement, the Talon Comprehensive Financial Plan is complimentary. And when that plan's in hand, you will also receive the gift of a will and trust courtesy of Talon Wealth.
The folks at Talon Wealth are not attorneys, but they work with a group of attorneys who'll provide a will and trust at no charge to you. Reach out at 813-755-5000. 813-755-5000. One more time, that's 813-755-5000. And be sure and tell them that Clay and Buck sent you.
Advisory services offered through Talon Private Wealth, LLC, a SEC registered investment advisor. The information provided is for educational and informational purposes only and should not be construed as legal, tax, or financial advice.
Welcome to Take 5 Oil Change.
Hey, which way is your waiting room?
Oh, you can stay in your car. It only takes 10 minutes.
I can stay in? Get out. I better find a good playlist to listen to while I wait. EDM? Nah. Oh, what about something classical? Nah. You got any suggestions?
Dad rock?
Now you speaking my language.
Take 5. The stay in your car 10-minute oil change.
Welcome back to Winter Hack Radio, the place for clever hacks to survive the season. Icy driveway? Well, try spreading sand or birdseed to help with traction. Snowy puppy paws? Well, grab a whisk, brush it off, done. Catch COVID-19? Well, just get...
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19. But if you test positive, prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Sinex Saline nasal spray?
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Saline instantly clears everyday congestion associated with colds and year-round allergies with a gentle, ultra-fine mist that's no mess and easy to control.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it.
Enjoy life's important moments without congestion. Try Sinex Saline from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
Need more animals, more gators, and more fun? Y'all need Gatorland.
Live
From the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. From car accidents to personal injury cases, Mo has you covered. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM, HD1, Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station guaranteed human.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Gold. G-O-L-D. Gold. Enter it now at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers.
News Junkie is on. The three best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day. The News Junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and C-Lane.
It is Wednesday, January 14th, 2026. Lots to get to today, from ICE versus another woman to Trump flips off a heckler at the Ford factory. And are we going to bomb Iran or just talk about it? Plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. Hey there, Sabrina.
Hello.
Hello, C-Lane.
Hi there.
And hello to you. You can join us on the show today. All you have to do is send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch today. You can also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right into the studio in real time. How's everybody doing on a Wednesday?
Not bad. Yep, good.
How about you? I mean,
same question.
Hanging in there, you know. I'm at this weird spot where I'm getting, finally after a week, I'm getting over this flu or whatever. And terrible news hitting this morning. Courtney definitely is sick today. Oh, no.
You couldn't just hold off on the kissing a little bit, could ya?
It just being in the same bed, I coughed, and like she never said anything about it. And the other night I coughed once, and she was like, "Can you turn over?"
Oh,
and I'm like,
no.
Bitch.
You coughed right in her mouth?
Stupid bitch.
Whoa.
And then I turned the other way, and I started coughing that way. And then the next morning she woke up and she started coughing. And I go, "Oh, God!"
Way to go.
You know, now it's going to like put us out of commission for 2/3 of January. It's so annoying. I'm so annoyed. I need your prayers today, okay? I'm so annoyed.
Oh, wow, man. You are desperate.
In the name of the Father, the Son,
or is this because you accepted Jesus yesterday
I've done whatever it takes.
After Scott Adams died?
This is the broadcast equivalent of a plane going down. So I am doing everything that I can. I need your prayers in chat today. Prayers in chat will keep me flowing, all right? I need that as much as possible.
Now, I believe, like, with the flu, and sort of like we heard with COVID, like, after you get it, you're kind of immune for a little bit. Because if not, you guys are so off timeline-wise that you would just keep ping-ponging it back to each other for
the rest of our lives. No, I don't want to do that. I desperately don't want to do that. I'm going to try to help her as best I can through hers. And then February is going to be our month, baby. February is going to be our month. This just ain't it. It's not it. Let's put our ears to the ground, our fingers in the pulse. Let's see what's happening in this great, big, wide world of ours. And we go to an 81-year-old grandma. Struggling with this lady. I am struggling with her supremely. Because we need to look this up. I'm pretty sure she just started her streaming career. And I think she's already bigger streamers than we are, which is so...
Why would you want to look at that?
Irritating.
Okay,
so
now I want to look.
irritating.
What's her name?
Old Lady Magoo. No, her actual name is... her username is Grandma, Gramma Crackers, I think, is her actual name. Grandma Crackers, and she's blazing by us.
That is classic old lady streamer name. I'm Grandma Crackers. Like and subscribe.
Here's Grandma Crackers playing some Minecraft, doing her thing, and blazing past us in the streaming world.
What are you? What are you? You weird thing. What is that thing? Oh, that's that turtle, I bet. I don't need the turtle. Not now. I'll come back to you, buddy.
Her commentary is a very wide mix of I have no idea what I'm doing in the world of Minecraft, you know, Like, what's this? What's this?
Oh, she's still figuring out how to stream.
Overall
Yeah.
cuteness, like, oh, I don't need the turtle. I'll come back to you, buddy.
That's
Bro,
right.
how does
What
this lady
are you?
know OBS? How does this lady know how to
She
just stream to
doesn't.
this?
Somebody set this up
I
for
mean, it's
her.
like 150,000 followers on just YouTube.
No, shut up. Are you
I swear,
serious?
Grandma Crackers.
I'm leaving.
Yeah, I'm sorry, 185,000
I'm
subscribers.
going to eat a gun today. I can't do this. Yeah, I don't
Is
even
it
know if your
cake?
prayer emojis can help out with this happening.
It's the worst is it cake ever.
Imagine.
Oh, it's a gun. It's a gun. Grandma Crackers falls down a hole in Minecraft here. I did like this part. Let's see.
What? That's
Right
that
here.
hole that I dug.
I did like that part.
Grab that clip.
Grandma's like, that's that hole that I dug. And then she falls into like a 40-story Minecraft hole.
Dug. No. I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you. Sorry.
She's apologizing to the animals in
I'm gonna make it to
Minecraft.
the nether. I'm going to need diamonds. Oh, my goodness.
Hate this lady. Hate her so
It's
much.
very loud, I will say, but she's got it all figured out, it seems.
How many subscribers did you say again?
185,000 on YouTube. So I haven't even looked at the other numbers. I imagine Twitch or something like that.
Please watch the stream today so we get some big numbers. And then
Can I give you any solace in the fact that you will likely outlive this woman?
Yeah, no, I don't know that I will.
Remember we talked
It's
about right
weird.
before he introduced her?
Weird in the current situation. I know how you're feeling, but
Yeah, deaths in January are going to be in this order: Scott Adams of Dilbert fame, Grandma Crackers, and Sean Wasson. Those
Of
are going
no
to be in descending fame order, of course. It's just like thank you. It'll say radio DJ Sean Watson dead at who knows. Good God. All right. Well, there she is. You know what? I salute you anyhow. I salute you, 81-year-old grandma. She's playing Minecraft to raise money for her grandson's cancer treatment. Sue Jacoy launched her YouTube channel, gained over 100,000 subscribers in just 1 month. Now her audience is doing more than leaving supportive comments. The channel's ad revenue is helping cover medical bills. Sue learned how to play Minecraft from her grandchildren, and now she's That's a lot for an old lady, isn't it?
It sure is.
That's
Also,
a
it would be
lot.
very confusing if it was a game of name that sound, because it sounds like she's dying. Physically, human style.
At least that sounds like Grandma Crackers is dying, Sabrina. 'Cause the beginning sounded more like Grandma Crackers was getting it. No, that's the excitable
I'm gonna
part. This
get
is
you.
here's the
What? What are you?
that I don't even know what it sounds like. It's like Grandma Crackers is cornered by a man with a knife.
What? What are you?
She is bringing them in though. So, folks, if you don't tune in today to our stream, Grandma Crackers will die.
Yeah.
Thank you. Send the stream to 5 friends, or Grandma Crackers bites the dust. The
more
cracker
time?
crumbles.
God, it's just so,
loud.
jarring.
Ashley said something the other day like, do this or the dog gets it. And I said, how very National Lampoon of you. And then I went in my head and I went, do you even get that reference? Do you understand? Do you know what I mean? Do you know what National Lampoon's is? Have you seen the magazine cover? And then showed her the exact joke she just made was like a classic magazine, like it was big news back in the day.
Oh yeah, they used to do that stuff. We used to do. I think when we were coming up with old Real Radio billboards at one point in time, there was a time where we were going to be like, "Listen, or the dog gets it," and there's like a puppy with like a Bowie knife to its throat, and I don't know. Dark times. We were desperate for any attention back there, I think. All right, let's go. We were talking about, just briefly, because I said I'm going to die in 2026. So is old lady Magoo.
Loud.
And so is Scott Adams has died, the Dilbert guy. We talked about him yesterday. The brutal send-off he got from a couple of these news outlets cannot go without being mentioned here at the beginning of the show. This was like a simple one. This was from the New York Times, where they said Scott Adams, whose comic strip Dilbert was a sensation until he made racist comments on his podcast, has died at 68, which is like, dude, the New York Times really decides when they want to sneak one last salvo in there.
Absolutely.
Oh, don't forget, he made those racist comments.
Is there a
It
roundup?
wasn't even that bad what he said at the time.
Is there
I
a
remember what he
roundup
said.
of like other people who they've done this to? Because I know
Yes.
there's been other deaths, and I can't remember offhand like what exact person it was.
Here, I'll give you a comparison on how the media likes to do this when the person's of a political leaning that they do not agree with. This one, hang on, let me see. Give me a second, see you later. Don't take my laptop just yet. All right. Let's go to People Magazine. All
Okay.
right? People Magazine, their headline was this. They ended up taking the author's name off of this because the author, some fat lady on Twitter, started to get a whole bunch of heat from people. And people were like, why would you put this and write this mean article about him? And it said, Scott Adams, disgraced Dilbert creator, dies at 68, right?
Right,
This is
okay.
legit. This is from People Magazine. The throwback, O.J. Simpson, dead at 76 from cancer, family announces. Bro, O.J. Simpson gets a gentler send-off
Hey,
than,
Twitter world, come on.
than the Dilbert guy? You're like a disgraced Dilbert creator. And O.J. Simpson dead at 6 from cancer, family announces. It's like, damn. There's nothing more brutal than the last shot in the obituary headline. Like, that's a brutal way to take a shot at somebody. But you do you. I'm sure the subscribers will pour in.
I mean, the one thing that stands out in the obits over the years, one of the ones that was my favorite, it wasn't really taking a shot at this person, but I feel like it kind of took the focus off them slightly, and that was when Rick James died. And when Rick James died, there was hardly a single article that didn't mention Rick James has been more popular recently because of skits from Dave Chappelle.
Oh, that's awful.
It's so brutal what they do. You know, you could like, it would be like if your family did that to you in your obituary. Your family would never be like Christopher Dolores Lane, who was noted for farting around the house many days and stinking up both the kitchen and living room, died at 40 today. You wouldn't have that in there. You know, you would be like, okay, the person died.
Chris Lane, one-time unfortunate black eye recipient, dies at...
Who was the died like a dog guy? Was it Soleimani?
No, al-Jabati.
Okay, it was either him or the Soleimani guy. Either way, dangerous terrorist in Iran, right? Very dangerous terrorist guy dies. And I saw the New York Times obituary on that one, and it was like a man who enthralled the Middle East or something, dead at whatever. This guy probably has a death toll in the thousands on thousands on thousands on thousands.
This was the died like a dog was Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi.
Okay, that's a different dude. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what his headline was on the way out, but it's like you could tell. It's one of the easiest ways to tell the political leanings of a news outlet is how they let somebody go who is political. Like Fox News probably wouldn't let Michael Moore go without a little jab, you know, like noted fat ass documentary guy, Michael Moore is dead at this age. They probably would have put a jab in there, but it's a little gross, if I'm honest. Let me know what you think. Send a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com. All right, we got, believe it or not, more ICE drama. There's another video that is making the rounds right now. We'll talk about what's going on with that, why it's women that keep popping up in these videos. We've got a really wild incident on video that was captured that I want to get into at some point today. I mean, I've got clips galore. Trump flips the bird. We've got, when we come back, a blooper on sports television. Love me a good sports blooper. You're going to hear a solid one. I would say a 6.9 out of 10. All right. It's a very fair scale. If it's a 10, you're going to crash your car. It's pretty solid sports blooper wise. And it's coming up next on the News Junkie.
We tried replacing ourselves with AI, but they kept asking for PTO. So you're stuck with us. Real Radio 104.1, guaranteed human.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Still looking at your normal delays on I-4 today in the Orlando area for those who need to travel by the major attractions exits. No slowdowns or delays to report for those taking the 408 or 429. Things are also up to speed north and southbound on Florida's Turnpike. If you see traffic problems, make sure to call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Samantha Camp.
This report is sponsored by Discover. Guess what? Discover's accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. You heard right, 99%. If you don't think so, maybe it's time to face facts. You're stuck in the past. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen report, learn more at discover.com/credit card.
Hey, Russ Rollins here. Guys, you know what? If your T is low, you got low testosterone, it's time to get your edge back with Red Mountain Weight Loss. And if you get Red Mountain Weight Loss and get on testosterone therapy, they're going to give you 1 month of a GLP-1 weight loss medication for absolutely free. That's a $299 value. Hey,
Dull Mike. All right. Let's get this going. I'm trying to ask AI about more suggestions of the thing we were just talking about, where they criticize the deceased in the obituary language. Yeah, I want specifics. Oh, here's a good one. Henry Kissinger. Kissinger? Huffington Post. Henry Kissinger, America's most notorious war criminal, dies at 100. Rolling Stone. Henry Kissinger, war criminal beloved by America's ruling class, finally dies. Finally. Oh, that's insane. Let me get, yes, please. I know people don't like when you say please to ChatGPT. I'm killing more trees. Please provide specific headline text. Really going after those trees right now. Welcome back to the Mega Chat YouTube. Nice to see you. Whatever you did, fix YouTube, buddy. YouTube's in the Mega Chat.
Hell yeah. Big win.
Or Mega Chat quality filter broke. BDMX Con. Happy Hump Day, Tanya Morgan. What's up, Zephyrus Biker? Weed Consumers, y'all. Mel Bell, MFQ. Standing on business. Damn it. ChatGPT is just focusing on war crimes for all this stuff. Like I know there was others. No, just give me more examples with different people. ChatGPT is really focused on this Kissinger stuff. Kind of makes you wonder. Mystic Ridge is late to the party as usual. It's fine. It's cool. You know, it's some people call that fashionable. All right. Done with this search. I think I'm not telling ChatGPT the right stuff. Oh, well. Hey, we got a nice big hump day with plenty of dull mics today. We're going to have some fun. But right now, I have to run out for a second. We're back in 2 minutes, friends. It's a Wednesday. Let's go.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Welcome back to Winter Hack Radio, the place for clever hacks to survive the season. Icy driveway? Well, try spreading sand or birdseed to help with traction. Snowy puppy paws? Well, grab a whisk, brush it off, done. Catch COVID-19? Well, just get...
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19. But if you test positive, prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick, and it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks vapors when you need more comfort for yourself. Use as directed.
New year, new goals. And in this economy, a better money plan is more necessary than ever. I am Matt.
And I'm Joel.
We are from the How to Money podcast. And every week we help you to spend smarter, save more, and to make sense of what's going on out there.
If you want 2026 to be the year you finally feel in control of your money, we're here to give you the tools and advice to help you make it happen. Open your free iHeartRadio app, search How to Money, and listen now.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Gold. G-O-L-D. Gold. Enter it now at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
Send him your tips and your deepest, darkest secrets. Email tips at the...
You can. I'll explain in a moment here. Join us on the show, friend. All you have to do is send us a dispatch. That's what we call your recordings, video and audio recordings that we play on the show. Record yours now at thenewsjunkie.com. Sabrina Sealand, what would you say if I had a job for you? It's a glorious job. You make $200,000 a year. You know, you get to be outside. It's nice outside. You know what I mean? It's just... You know, you get to hang out with friends. It's kind of physical, so you get a little bit of a workout.
I would say I'm listening.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice, right? It sounds good.
Starting to lose me at workout, but I'm still listening.
All right, you know, you can also, let me reverse the pitch a little bit here, C-Lane. You can also just stand perfectly still and make the same amount of money if you'd like to. You could do that as well.
Stand?
Yeah, that's right. It's attractive, is it not? Yes, it is.
What about sit?
So that's why I'm going to sign. Too far. I'm not going to pay you $200,000 a year to sit. All right, you're
how
taking
about
it too far.
$150 and I get to sit?
No, there's no sitting. Stop being lazy about this. Okay, you're going to stand. You're standing at least a little bit. Your job that you both just accepted is your ICE officers. That's what you're doing.
Okay. Well, I'm going to be a cool ICE officer.
$200,000 a year is what some of these people are getting paid, apparently, which is crazy. That's good money, man. Go out and do it. Like, well, if you were sitting there
when Sabrina
slinging pizzas somewhere and you're like, my job's not really working out for me, as long as you got a brain, I guess.
When Sabrina says you're going to be the cool ICE officer, is that like being the cool teacher? Like you rap sometimes because we like to have a little fun here?
I guess so. I don't know. What does this entail exactly?
You know,
I see that you have to use your own cell phone to record video, but that's all I know so far.
I would fight for that. No, by the way, they've gone up a notch since then. I would fight that there obviously are cool ICE officers, even though some of you people are like, crazy about this. But these officers are out there. They make like some of them. I don't know what the average is. See, like, search for average ICE officer pay, annual pay, like salary or whatever. Because this one's going viral, this particular video. How many views? Let me just make sure. 16 million views on this video. And this is an ICE officer, as per usual, getting heckled by a bunch of people in some parking lot. These people have no idea what the actual mission of the day is for the ICE officer. They don't know if it's some like Tren de Aragua rapist who's raped 1 million teenagers, and then they're in there heckling the people trying to apprehend them, or if it's just Jesus who runs a lawnmower company. They literally don't know. And one of the reasons why I do take issue with some of this stuff is because it's kind of like if police auditing became really popular. Like at its core, I kind of don't mind police auditing because I want people to be keeping police accountable. I want there to be somebody who wants to videotape the cops and catch them if they're up to no good. I want the bad cops out. I would hope the good cops want the same. But what would happen if all of a sudden it became more popular than Pokemon Go in its prime?
Watch your mouth.
To follow around these police officers and film every single thing they were doing. That's about where we're at with the ICE officers, okay?
To your point, if you were doing the police auditing and you were running along the lines of guilty until proven innocent.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. They're very aggressive against these guys. But listen to this dude. Tell me what you think. All right. Let me see if this is loud enough.
I don't care what they told you. If you guys get in my way, I will arrest you.
All right. This is the ICE officer. He's got his hands on his hips. He's doing the standing, not the sitting, C-Lane. And it says police ICE on his outfit. And he said, I don't care what they told you. If you interfere with me, I will arrest you. He has to say that, I guess, because there are legitimately a shocking number of people who don't think ICE has the ability, legally, has the authority to arrest you. They do if you interfere with an ICE investigation.
I have seen such sentiments on Facebook.
Yeah, people will be like, they have no authority. Why? Well, the politicians told me that, and the people online. And I'm like, oh, what a great little situation we have going on here. So to be clear, we have policies that flood the United States with people who are not on any of our registrars and are under the radar. We have no idea who many of them are, and there's tens of millions of them in the United States of America. If the states that are taking on the brunt of them attempt to send them to other states, they're bad people. If anything is done about it legislatively, this is bad things done by bad people. If you enforce the laws on the books by politicians that were elected by the people, you're bad for doing any of this. It's like, come on, you have to acknowledge that there's some level of this that is necessary. If there's some really bad people who are in the country illegally, I, for one, want them adios muchachoed right out of here. But this officer's like, hey, I'm just letting you know, I'm an ICE officer, and I don't care what they told you.
I don't care what they told you. If you guys get in my way, I will arrest you.
Sir, we're just observing. Please calm down.
You can observe all you want.
I am observing. Do you see me in the way? I am bad.
I am bad.
You had anger issues as a kid, didn't you?
Now, I will say, of the people who I've heard recording ICE and I've seen confronting ICE, these are pretty milquetoast dudes. Or this lady and this guy are like pretty chill. They're not being the nicest to this ICE officer, but some of them are real bad compared to this. Some of them are like, I hope your baby chokes on its pacifier, and I hope your grandma dies. So, oh, Jesus. That's a little aggressive.
So much for resting the voice there, big guy.
I can't hold it in. I just can't stop myself. Thank you, Grandma Cracker. I just cannot stop myself. So these people are kind of overall chill level is higher than many of the ICE protesters.
Were your parents present? You should be ashamed of yourself, man.
He is.
He is?
I love my job, thank you.
He said, I like my job, thank you.
Love your job?
I can't believe I get paid for this.
Really?
I do this for free.
Really, I get $200K. I'm a physician assistant.
So he said, I would do this for
Cool.
free. And the woman goes, really? I get $200K. I'm a physician's assistant. And this is the part I was not expecting that has made this go very viral.
How long did you go to school for that?
Over 7 years.
I went to high school. I make $200K.
People regard me as someone valuable in society. What about
So she says, he goes, how long did you go to school for that to make $200,000 as a physician's assistant? She goes, 7 years. And he goes, I went to high school and I make over $200,000 a year. So maybe there's truth to it. That maybe that's how much they're tossing out for some of these guys. What did you find when you looked for their salary ceiling? Did you find anything?
Yeah, it says the Google answer here is that ICE officer pay vary significantly by role, like a deportation officer versus special agent. Entry level starting around 48 to 52,000 and rising with experience to 100 plus.
Okay. Well, I mean, maybe he's exaggerating then, because rising with experience to 100 plus?
Yeah, I know that when they have been on the recruiting side, like, weren't they kind of like trying to poach police officers, offering these big numbers?
It was at the end of last year or something like that, right? And didn't they say that it would be something of six figures?
It was something like that, plus like there was a signing bonus mentioned.
Yeah,
like they were willing to shell out a whole lot of cash.
Yeah, U.S. offers up to $50,000 bonus. Here's one of the stories, just to let you know where I'm getting this from. U.S. offers up to $50,000 bonus for would-be ICE deportation officers. I wonder if some of you are rethinking your careers out there. You're like, I don't know how long this will last for, but, I could be one of these ICE officers almost immediately and make all this money. Now, it depends on where you are. If you're in like some very red county in the United States of America, it's probably not nearly as bad or controversial. If you're in Minnesota, to go back to my point, it's literally like Pokemon Go. Like everywhere you pop up as an ICE officer, you are the Super Pikachu, and there are 500 people descending on you. They all have like CB radios, not all of them, but some have like CB radios in their cars. They're talking with other people. They're posting on social media where the ICE officers are. They show up at the scene. They're nonstop heckling. They're gathering in crowds. They're getting violent in some circumstances. They're blocking the streets with their vehicles, and like that's just the back and forth right now. And you have local officials that support these people, literally support them for interfering with the federal law enforcement. And you have the feds trying to do their thing. And it's this crazy balance that has fired people up like wildfire right now. And there's yet another woman in the center of this. It's a lot of women. I got to be honest, ladies. It's a lot of like would-be soccer mom looking ladies who have been fired up, and they're going out there and trying to impede the ICE officers. It's like probably what I have seen has to be 70 to 80% women who have been involved in these scenarios. And that's kind of crazy to me. That's kind of wild. Women usually are not so risk averse. And just in case you didn't see some of the other videos, this is a risk averse scenario. To interfere with any law enforcement ever is a risk averse thing to do. You are risking getting hurt. You are risking getting shot, or as you have seen recently, getting killed. It is a very risk averse thing to do. You should not put yourself in harm's way. I would not recommend anybody do this. But there's been a lot of these incidences. The latest woman got yanked out of her car. I'll show you this real quick. I have to mute it because you know how people are at these things. All right. This lady who has pulled up, she's interacting with a whole bunch of the ICE officers. And this is in Minnesota. You know what's crazy? This is 2 blocks from where the Renee Good thing happened. 2 blocks. It's only 2 blocks away from where Renee Good was killed by the other ICE officer.
And now there's six masks. I think that guy on the left is probably just filming the interaction.
I have no idea. This guy doesn't look to be related. He might be a protester. He might be somebody else. There's a bunch of ICE officers who are here doing, again, the protesters don't even know. They don't know what they're there for, what particular person they're looking for. And this lady, she claimed in her story, she was like, I was just trying to go to my doctor's appointment. They say this over and over. I don't believe her, because you'll see here in a moment as they tell her, if you're not going to move, get out of the car. She drives. Now, there is a car that's in the middle of the lane. She could still go around this vehicle, but eventually the entire lane clears up and paves a way for her to get out of there. Like, she could drive right now. She could drive at any moment she wanted to. And the ICE officers are surrounding her, telling her to either move or get out of the car. I'm not going to play the audio because a lot of people are cursing, saying F you to them and those sorts of things. And they're telling her, get out. She's not going anywhere. I think, hold on, let me see. Is she filming herself? Because often that happens. Nope, she's not filming herself. Oh, is there somebody else? No, there's somebody else in the car.
Like there's a passenger, but
is there?
It looks like there's a phone or something around there.
It looks like a phone over here, but it's like on her shoulder or something. I don't know. She doesn't have a phone in her hands. I'll tell you that, right? It might be just her jacket that is coming off of her.
Yeah, like a
They
like
smashed
a collar.
the window out. They just smashed the passenger side window out of her vehicle. And now she's like pinning the ICE officers against the other vehicle that's in the road. And they end up pulling her out of the window of the vehicle. This did not go as planned, or maybe did go as planned. It's always hard to know exactly how these folks want their day to go. But they yank her out of the vehicle. Then she gets caught up in the seatbelt. So they end up cutting the seatbelt to get her out of there in her puffy jacket. She's screaming at this point, like, I was trying to go to the doctor's office. And hang on, I don't even dare pick up any of that because there's so much cursing in the background of this. I'm sorry. Otherwise, I would want to provide as much information as I possibly could from it. But then they grab her, and this woman is all over in these videos today because they had to pick her up and hog tie carry her like this over to the police car.
Okay.
And they tossed her in the back of one of their cars, and this woman was the latest woman, in fact, to get arrested for interfering with a federal investigation.
Now,
We've seen this over and over and over again.
Did they get the investigation done by any chance?
I have no idea.
Take away from it.
I have no idea. Usually that's what it's intended to do. I mean, that's right. That's the point. The point is to interfere with whatever they're trying to do. I'm not gonna intentionally lobotomize myself like so many people seem willing to do, to pretend like there aren't some things they're doing that are obviously important. I think some of the videos are terrible. I think that Renee Good shouldn't have been shot and killed by that officer. I think he could have avoided that very clearly. I think also, because this is such a complex thing, Renee Good and this woman are these examples of, like, why are people risking this to get out there? Why are they doing this to begin with? Who is filling them with enough confidence that they think this is, like, not just a morally superior thing to do, but like maybe a smart thing to do?
Well, especially the second woman.
Yeah, I mean,
like, you've already had the Renee Good thing happen.
You know what can
and
happen.
You're like, it's like returning to the scene of the crime almost, two blocks away, and with another vehicle.
Right,
I wouldn't want to be in a vehicle around ICE agents.
There seems to be a lot of people willing to do it. And it's not even just like I'm going to film you because hey, just for the record, if you don't know who I am and you don't know anything about this show, I'll support you to the death for your right to film these folks. Your right to stand back and watch. Your right to protest if you want to. You do not have a right to impede their investigation. They can arrest you for that. You do not have a right to target them physically in any way. You do not have a right to assault them, but you have every right on planet Earth, in the United States of America, the red, white, and blue and all that, to film them and to go out there and protest if you don't like what they're doing. But there are so many people, a lot of women seem to be in this group, who are willing to take it even further than this. So we'll take your thoughts on that. Now, over, as promised, a sports blooper that I wanted to present to you. And I don't want to dangle this out for long. Okay. You guys know Stephen A. Smith, right?
Yes.
He's a excitable sportsman. I like him.
Excitable boy, they all said.
I don't know why. I like Stephen A. Smith. I like him. I like a guy who I don't know where he's going. His opinion is like, what's he going to say right now? It's not like the list of, like, acceptable political opinions, especially in Hollywood or sports broadcasting or something.
Was he the one who got in a thing with LeBron late last year?
He did get in a thing with LeBron. Yeah. And then LeBron, like 8,000 feet taller, got up in his face and it was, Stephen A. Smith, do you want to take it to this level of fighting with LeBron? Well, here's Stephen A. Smith talking on his show. Little bit of a slip of the tongue.
That's what we saw. We saw Charlie Kirk catch 8 receptions for 144 yards.
No.
We saw Christian Kirk. I'm sorry. I apologize. Oh my God, Christian Kirk.
Yeah.
We saw.
Just realized.
Wait, what did you say?
I thought they were talking about Charlie to begin with.
This is news to me here. He says, so let's go back.
That's what we saw. We saw Charlie Kirk catch 8 receptions for 144 yards.
Yeah.
We saw.
I like how the one guy said, yeah. we
Hold
did.
up,
Yeah.
wait a minute.
I'm sorry. I apologize. Oh my God, Christian Kirk.
Yeah.
We saw.
Oh my God, he said. And it didn't take long for people to, do the internet thing, and you ended up with a whole lot of
We
this.
saw Charlie Kirk catch 8 receptions for 144 yards.
Looking downfield, he's got.
Oh my gosh! Somebody took and made it so Charlie Kirk was in fact catching all these receptions. The internet is
quick flip these days. Very quick flip.
When you tell me the internet has done something, I am assuming the worst. So that was not that bad. As bad as it could. Well, in my head.
Where were you going,
The receptions weren't a football.
Football going into his neck?
Oh, my God. Jesus. It's him catching the ball. It was a slip of the tongue, everybody. It happens, even to Stephen A. Smith, a professional, I'm sure. Okay, we have a lot more to get into. We have your reaction to get into. I can't wait to hear what you have on your mind. A sin tax that has been proposed on OnlyFans creators. Should they be paying more taxes? OnlyFans creators need to pay their fair share. Do you believe in this? Let us know what you think. We'll tell you the actual shocking details on this because that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is the Jim Colbert Show. We say words, you listen. You can call and say words too. It's really just that easy. The Jim Colbert Show, weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Odoo.com Weather Center, Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your Central Florida forecast. And for our Wednesday, we are going to be expecting a mild day overall with temperatures just shy of what's considered average for this time of year. We'll see a high of around 69 degrees today in Orlando. We'll also see the chance of some scattered showers. These will be very hit and miss, about a 40% chance of rain today. And then as we head into tonight and early tomorrow, we'll be tracking a cold front, bringing with it some much colder air as we head into tomorrow night and Friday morning. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Duke's Mayo. Duke's, it's got twang.
This is the Duke's country song. It's a song about Duke's Mayo. It says here it's got twang. That sounds good. Get Duke's Mayo in store. It's got twang.
Guys, you've been slacking off on that New Year glow up. You know, it's time to show up sharper, more confident. But I get it. You're slack. I've been slacking too. You got stuff to do. But I have good news. Hammer and Nails Grooming for Guys, they have a deal for you. See, they're not just an ordinary barbershop. It's total man care. You get your hair cut, beard trim, hot towel, and a drink in your hand. That's what's waiting for you. Locations across Central Florida. And the deal they've got is the New Year Reset. Complimentary signature upgrade on your first visit. Just book at hammernailsgrooming.com. When you go, you mention my name, C Lane, and Real Radio 104.1, and you get your complimentary signature upgrade for your very first visit. Go check them out. It is a wonderful experience, and you can see where all their locations are, hammernailsgrooming.com. Hammer and Nails, come as you are, leave as you want to be. All right, dull mic, and we want to try something out.
School mic on. Some breaking news coming in, everybody. The ICE officer who killed who killed Renee Good. The ICE officer who shot and killed Renee Good in Minnesota, and the incident that's gone about as viral news can go. The ICE officer is saying that he had to go to the hospital and he had internal bleeding in his chest from the vehicle hitting him. I can already see where this is going to go. But thoughts. The ICE officer is now breaking in this news report.
saying that he had to go to the hospital. He had internal bleeding from the incident with Renee Good, where she was shot and killed on. He's in hiding? Yeah. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency. Snoop Frog, I sure hope so, buddy. God, do I. 90 seconds, okay? And talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie. Show receipts? I will. We'll talk about it when we come back. I'll show you what's going on. You think he needs to show receipts? All right. We're coming back. Stand by.
See driveway? Well, try spreading sand or bird seed to help with traction. Snowy puppy paws? Well, grab a whisk, brush it off, done. Catch COVID-19? Well, just get...
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19. But if you test positive, prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
You can depend on Florida farmers. Our farm is where we live and work. It's where we raise our families and provide for yours. When you shop for Florida-grown fruits and vegetables, look for local. Choose Fresh from Florida, the homegrown brand of Florida farmers.
Now that a new year is here, start 2026 by showing your gratitude. iHeartRadio's Thank a Teacher, powered by Donors Choose, celebrating the incredible impact of public school educators. Nominate an outstanding teacher in your life who's gone above and beyond for their students to be among the winners of $5,000 to stock their classroom. Teachers give their time, money, and hearts to help students succeed. Help us say thank you to the educators shaping our future. Get all the info and nominate a teacher who goes the extra mile today at iHeartRadio.com/teachers.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
The kind of crew who types the word functioning in bold, italic, and underline.
On board, you can learn more about this show, as you might imagine, over on the website, which is conveniently located at thenewsjunkie.com. Welcome into the world's most viral newsroom. We're so happy you're hanging out with us today. I mean that. You're listening to us on this station. You're listening to the podcast or watching the live stream even over on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. And we love you. We appreciate you. We got a bunch of stuff to get to. We're going to have some laughs and some fun along the way today. One thing I did want to tell you, because it's breaking and it's interesting, I think, and sort of adds to the conversation. I know exactly how everybody's going to react to this on both sides of the aisle. No doubt about what I think the reactions are going to be here. But CBS News is just reporting this. It's in front of me here, and it says the ICE agent who shot that woman, Renee Good, and killed her, says that he suffered from internal bleeding, according to officials. This is from CBS News. So now everybody's seen the video, and I don't even know how many angles I ended up seeing of that video. There was so many different people who videotaped that, and then all the videos seemed to go viral. And I've seen people slow it down like every way possible. I've seen people interpret it like they're like interpreting tea leaves, and it's just, I've seen it ad nauseum. But the update is ICE agent who shot Renee Good suffered internal bleeding, officials say. The ICE enforcement agent who fatally shot Renee Good last week in Minneapolis, Jonathan Ross, suffered internal bleeding to the torso following the incident. Internal bleeding to the torso. According to 2 U.S. officials briefed on his medical condition, it's unclear how extensive the bleeding was. The Department of Homeland Security confirmed Ross's injury, but has not yet responded to CBS News' request for more information. The story will be updated as we learn more, they say. Videos from the scene showed Ross walking away after the incident. And Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem said he was taken to the hospital after the shooting, released the same day, said he was recovering from his injuries. Officer was hit by the vehicle. She hit him. He went to a hospital. A doctor did treat him. He has been released, she said at the time. And now they're saying that he had internal bleeding. I don't know
if you say something like this, if you say like internal bleeding, people are going to want receipts. People are going to be like, tell us what's going on.
That's kind of what I was curious about as you were reading that. I was like, are you able to get receipts? Isn't that kind of a thing that's protected by HIPAA? Which
I think it would be.
Which sort of like.
But was he sharing that information himself?
Well, Kristi Noem shared the information.
Yeah, this is reporters asking about the condition of the ICE officer who killed the lady.
But I mean, and maybe this would be a Moses question, but if you are claiming in this situation as Jonathan Ross, the ICE agent, that you had internal bleeding, can anybody fact check you on that legally? Or is this something you're just allowed to lie about? Because your medical records are protected by HIPAA.
Hang on, let's make this personal. If C-Lane came in to work and he goes to iHeart, he's in the studio, and he's in there, he's like, oh, Sean hit me on the way in. Sean hit me. And I go,
that's why I shot him.
He's full of it. He had it coming. I gave him what he deserved. And then C-Lane said, no, I went to the hospital after the interaction I had with Sean. And doctor said I had needed a backiotomy and I had internal bleeding. And if I said BS, I call BS on that, C-Lane. There's no way through our interaction you had internal bleeding. Now, I'm not saying I don't know whether this officer did or not. I'd be interested to know more about it. But if C-Lane said that after an interaction with me, I probably at some point, if there's a court case, at least I would be able to get those documents, HIPAA or not, right?
I don't know.
You're making a claim against me. Like if you, okay, let's put it this way. This would be a way.
Question.
This would be an easy way to ask Mo. If we're driving down the road and Sabrina is in her car and she's hauling ass behind me because she can't take how slow I'm driving on the interstate.
It's insane. It's 10 under.
Just for the record, Your Honor, I was driving at a respectable speed and she's crazy, obviously.
Objection.
As you know already, but she runs into the back of me, and then I go, I want to sue Sabrina for $100,000. And by the way, I have, my neck is in a brace and my neck is injured. I think Sabrina would have the right to be like, let me see the medical records proving that your neck is actually injured. Otherwise, you could just say whatever you want.
Right.
And then you could hide behind the idea like, oh, this is a HIPAA thing or something. Like a woman could say a man abused her, charge him with abuse, please, because he abused me. And how do we know that he abused you? Well, I have internal bleeding. The doctor at the hospital told me I have internal bleeding. Well, I would want more info.
And I wonder now, is that info available in a different way? Because technically it was through his job, right? This is now going through ICE. I don't know, workers' comp is a very loose word, but...
He's a government employee. He's a public worker.
We knew immediately that he had been in the hospital, at least according to reports. And didn't Kristi Noem and Trump say that he was at the hospital?
Yes, they said he went to the hospital at the time, was treated by a doctor, and was released the same day.
I don't know if you get released the same day for internal bleeding. But, no doctor.
Doctors and nurses, throwing it out to you right now. Let us know, does any of this sound fishy to you? Have you heard this before? Does it not sound weird? Just looking to figure out what's going on. Diving around into the latest details here and into the drama. Let us know what you think. Send a dispatch at thenewsjunkie.com or go to send an email at tips@thenewsjunkie.com. If you want to be anonymous, put that up on top. I want to get to the OnlyFans proposed tax in a moment. But I saw this video, and I was like, this is one of the weirder things I've seen in a while. 1.3 million views. This may have happened to you. Florida is a place where we have many squirrels, probably too many, I might argue. One less because of me as a child, and an incident that I feel bad about to this day because I shot a squirrel with a BB gun.
Wow.
And then I was like, hell yeah, I want to shoot the squirrel with a BB gun because I want to see what happens when, when the animal's no longer alive. And then I shot the squirrel with a BB gun, and it only injured it. And it was on the ground, and I was like, oh, my God, I don't want to ever do this again. It was maybe a, sociopath serial killer test for me when I was a little kid because I had just gotten the BB gun, and I wanted to shoot something. And I shot that squirrel, and
That's what beer cans are for, Sean.
A target, maybe?
I felt so bad about it.
You probably didn't even kill it. You probably just hurt it pretty bad. It was a slow, painful death.
I'm not dead. I'm very badly hurt.
I am not going to tell you the rest of that story.
Oh, my God, you stomped on it.
No, I didn't. I should have stomped on it. But anyhow, this woman she's trying to hang out, and she keeps hearing. She's in her living room, and she keeps hearing her deck smashing noise, right? One after another. And they're like, rapid fire, these things are coming down. And this woman goes, what the hell is going on outside? And she gets up off her couch, and she starts filming. You hear dump, dump, dump. And they start coming in rapid succession as these things are falling. They're pine cones. Falling and hitting the deck where this woman is. And she scrolls up to the tree, and there's just one squirrel just
launching them?
Just launching pine cones at this lady. There's one squirrel, and it picks off a pine cone and throws it. Picks off another one and throws it. It's just, I don't know if
He's setting up his apartment.
Maybe, yeah. It's like trying to build a beautiful spot here or something. But it's just winging these pine cones at this lady.
Upside down today.
She's still sweet about it. He's hanging upside down today. There he goes. Winging them one after another.
Imagine if we had a translator. Squirrel's just cursing up a storm.
This squirrel's
Get these mother-loving pine cones my tree.
This squirrel is like, my family used to own this territory. There was no construction here.
How does that one spot on the tree have so many pine cones? Like, it doesn't
not know.
It doesn't look like the squirrel's moving up and down the branches. It just has this treasure trove of pine cones from the one spot.
Every direction. That's awesome.
Growing up in the acreage, just outside of Royal Palm Beach, Florida, I love where I live now. I probably wouldn't move. I don't know that I would want to go anywhere else. And one of the things is because when I grew up, all we had were pine trees. All we had were pine trees. There was no other kinds of trees. None. Just pine trees, flat ground, pine trees, more flat ground, pine trees. And you would have pine cones everywhere on your property. Absolutely everywhere. So I know they're chock full, but I've tried to pull a pine cone off of a tree before. This was after I shot the squirrel. I tried to pull a pine cone off of a tree before. It's not easy to get them off there.
No, it's not.
So the squirrel is not only winging them endlessly, but also is able to pop them off like it ain't nothing, man.
I have a theory, and it's a nerdy AF theory, but you can hear a bird like just chirping relentlessly.
I hear that. Yeah.
I have a feeling that the bird's nest was filled with those pine cones.
Oh,
and that
maybe.
squirrel is destroying its nest.
And the
But
squirrel's
still,
like,
there's like 15 to 20 pine cones on the ground
It's
here.
a big nest.
there's a lot of them. He's just winging them one after another. I'll put this up on See It Now so you can take a look at the little terrorist squirrel and the video that's going viral there. 1.3 million views.
Somebody says in the texting service they throw them at my dogs. The squirrels are
hilarious.
throwing pine cones at this person's dogs.
Your dog's been chasing this squirrel forever, and the squirrel's like, you know what? Kiss my ass. I hate you. Here's what I think of you. I want to let you know.
As far as the HIPAA question, and I didn't feel, I didn't expect to get so extreme of an answer so quickly. But this person on the texting service says, my ex-wife stabbed me.
Oh, my God.
And charged me with assault. I had to show medical documentation to win in court. So just to win that, but you're defending yourself,
right?
I guess. I mean, I don't see a situation in which you want to be like, I don't want to show the medical documentation. Like,
yeah,
you just want to win this thing.
Did you put that on the list for Mo? We definitely got to ask him that question. All right, we're going to get to the OnlyFans tax. Is that going to happen? We've got more from these ICE interactions. We've got Trump flipping off the worker at the Ford factory, and then what happened afterwards to that guy, and a whole lot more. Plus, Kiefer Sutherland got real mad. All that and more coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
All right. All right, guys. Sorry for the noise here. Is this a little more? Is it, are we, is the delay better? Sound off, YouTube and Twitch. I'm trying to see here. Let me double click that. It might not be. Am I in sync? Yeah? Is it happening? Check, check. Maybe just look. All right, clap again. I'd have to see it. Looks good. Ha! Look at me go. Technology, way better. Probably not perfect because there's still a couple things, There's still some traveling that the video has to do. The audio's traveling, But it's not 10 seconds off anymore. And that's good. Real better, says Jean-Marquis. Too many pine cones unless she has a grocery bag full behind her. That was a lot of pine cones. I was terrified of pine cones as a child. We had a yard full of pine trees, too. How are you terrified of pine cones? Did you, step on too many of them barefoot and just really, really massacre your feet? Yeah. I was a dumb kid. Squirrels eat the pine nuts out of the cones, and he's just harvesting. Is that where pine nuts come from? Pine nuts are expensive. I mean, I'm guessing maybe you just don't get a lot harvesting from the pine cone. I don't know. Let me see. This is a real dumb Google. Where do pine nuts come from? The edible seeds inside the cones of certain pine trees. Siberian, Mexican pinon, Italian stone pine. So those Italian stone pines are where they're getting the real expensive ones from. Yes, all nuts are expensive, but a bag of peanuts and stuff. It's the little jar of pine nuts that you get when you want to make some pesto. That's expensive. Oh my gosh, So behind the scenes here, when we're on the air and my microphone is on, if the microphone is already on and I hold down the on button, it will mute it temporarily. So it's like a cough button. And then when I let up, it turns it back on. That's not a thing for Dull Mic. But in my head, I almost just reached over to mute my mic so I could burp. Which would have, because if the microphone is not already on, it turns the microphone on. Long story short, I almost just turned my microphone on during the commercial break just to burp. That would have been embarrassing. Somebody would have been like, hey, what are we doing here, guys? Let's be a little more profesh. Pine nuts expensive and time consuming. Yeah, no, I get that too because it says the seeds develop within the cone scales and require drying and shelling to reveal the nut, a process often done by hand in remote forests. I have a feeling that the labor involved is much like eating crawfish, which I very much enjoy eating crawfish, but everybody knows it's like a lot of work for mid reward as far as the meat that you harvest. Jeremy almost here exclusively for Sealand Burps. Well, it's like I want to say weird, but I also am flattered. What the rest of the article here? What are pine nuts and why are they so expensive? Takes quite a while to cultivate the seeds, and extracting them from the pine cones is no easy feat. Of course, there's also supply and demand to consider. Global demand for pine nuts has gone up 50% since 2009. Probably because people want to, people got really into the Food Network. I did too. I used to watch all the Food Networks. I don't know if I've ever... I think my wife has made her own pesto, but I don't know if I have. All those squirrels to employ. Well, maybe. Possibly. Why did my buttons just reset? All right. I got to run out to the vending machine real fast, so we're back in 40 seconds, y'all. See you.
Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Sinex Saline Nasal Spray?
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Saline instantly clears everyday congestion associated with colds and year-round allergies with a gentle, ultrafine mist that's no mess and easy to control.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it.
Enjoy life's important moments without congestion. Try Sinex Saline from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
A1Garage.com. A1 from day one.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Money. M-O-N-E-Y. Money. Enter it now at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
Home of the world-famous Game of Magnets. This is the...
Thanks for being here. This is the world's most viral newsroom. Welcome in with the three best friends you never knew you had, going through the most viral stories of the day. Learn more about the show and join us with a recorded dispatch at thenewsjunkie.com. We'll get to your emails in just a moment here. Should OnlyFans creators in the state of Florida in particular, because that's where this guy who's running for Florida governor is proposing this, and he's saying, pay up or quit OnlyFans. As Florida governor, I want people who are on OnlyFans creators, to pay a 50% sin tax for
50%
participating in OnlyFans creation content. He wants the OnlyFans creators to pay 50% taxes specifically for anybody on that platform, which is quite dumb for 100 reasons. I'll give this guy some advice here because he's not super smart about these things. But, I mean, how many OnlyFans creators in the state of Florida make over $1 million? I would guess if it's double digits, we would be lucky tax-wise. I don't know that there are too many people making over $1 million a year on OnlyFans in the state of Florida. I would guess like maybe 15, 10.
To offer 50%, to offer the idea of 50% is almost like saying get out of Florida.
Yeah, pack your bags.
So,
this is why
go
people
be
are
a
in
whore
California.
Somewhere else.
California, we're going to take more from the billionaires. We're going to take even more from you. And they're like, see you later. We're leaving. The OnlyFans creators are going to leave Miami. They're going to leave Miami if you do this.
So no official exact public tally of Florida OnlyFans creators earning more than $1 million, but data suggests it's a tiny fraction of creators, with estimates around 300 total across the entire platform earning that much in 2021.
That sounds about right. Like, that's why I would say like maybe 10, maybe 15 in the state of Florida, somewhere around there.
They are noting, though, that Florida is a significant hub for creator houses, with some individuals earning multi-millions, but most creators earn far less.
This is in Miami mostly, and in Tampa a little bit. It's long been done that way, and that's because of the taxes in the state of Florida. They get out of California, they get over to Florida. A lot of creators like to do that, but an OnlyFans sin tax is so stupid. If you wanted to do this, Mr. Governor dude, what's his name? James Fishback. This is your first time popping up on my radar, Mr. Fishback. You sound like somebody from the Bob's Burgers universe, but James Fishback.
Have we talked about Fishback? I think we might have.
I don't recognize his name. I mean, it's possible. I'm sick, too. So, I mean, my brain's only working at 25%. But still better than this guy. Because here's what I would do. You want to win over Floridians and you want to bring in some tax revenues?
All right, here's what I would do. Legitimately, I seriously would do this. I would propose a 50% tax on every resale of a ticket in the state of Florida. Every single resale
of a concert ticket, event ticket,
any event ticket in the state of Florida on any platform, be it resale on Ticketmaster, resale on StubHub, resale on SeatGeek, resale on any of these platforms, I would have a 50% tax immediately applied to all of these event tickets so that it kills off that market to a certain extent, which really isn't it's making a few people wealthy and making things way more expensive for far more people and making things harder to go to for the average poor person, which I care more about than any of these losers. And then if you tax 50% on every ticket resale in the state of Florida, you will actually raise a decent amount of revenue that you can use to do something good, like build some facilities, get all the homeless people off the streets, put them in the facilities, put them on a plan to graduate out of the facilities and get a house and take part in the economy. 2 birds, 1 stone, all that good stuff. It's not that hard, Fishback. I don't know. It's like it's easier than this, but I guess maybe if you're like, we're taxing the OnlyFans whores.
Yeah, we talked about Fishback. He's been kind of saying stuff to get his name out there. I don't know, for better or worse. He was the one. I think you had a weird commercial that he made, but I brought up the fact that he called his black opponent a slave to donors and corporate interests.
Bro's on a roll.
Loves his headlines, huh?
Geez, Washington, you're giving free advice to his campaign. Look, I'm telling you, that would work. That actually works. CNJ Ford says 50% tax on resale tickets. They'll just raise the price of the tickets, and then they'll fix the problem. CNJ. This is how markets work. Okay, it's very, very simple. If you want to put your finger on the scale, you can do it every once in a while. And if you do it and make things bad for certain sectors of the market, you can overall improve things and improve outcomes for the most amount of people, especially poor people. But this guy's blabbing about this. Hold on, is this him actually proposing this?
Which is that as Florida governor in year 1, I will push for the first of its kind OnlyFans sin tax. If you are a so-called OnlyFans creator,
sexy girl in costume, Google image.
This is somebody by the name of Sophie Rain, who he targeted in particular. And it says, "Hey, Sophie Rain, pay up or quit OnlyFans. As Florida governor, I will not allow a generation of smart and capable young women to sell their bodies online."
Okay.
Which is okay. You're going to determine what they're allowed to do and what they're not allowed to do.
And not only is she quote unquote selling it, she's making great money.
She's utilizing the Spider-Man IP, though, so I don't know if that's the best business move overall.
Florida, you are going to pay 50% to the state on whatever you so-called earn via that online degeneracy platform.
Damn.
And that money will be used to fund our education system, will be used to fund the crisis pregnancy centers.
Bro, it's going to fund crisis pregnancy centers and fund the education system. Yeah, we were told the lottery was going to fund the education system, all right? If the lottery ain't cutting it, a couple of bucks from the OnlyFans creators, although this woman, I guess, is a pretty big deal. Sabrina sent over Florida IG Instagram model who made $95 million in 2 years, not happy about proposed 50% sin tax.
Don't say.
Let's say there were 5 more of her, okay? There aren't. It ain't happening. Let's say there were 5 more of her, and you had $500 million in revenue. That's 2 years. So you have $250 million in revenue in this amazing case scenario that is just not true, right? $250 million in revenue a year. You take $125 million of that. You're not moving the needle on public school funding in the United States more than any other major program like the lottery or anything. It's just not doing it. It's ridiculous. And obviously it's meant to fire up a couple of people on social media and be like, hell yeah, tax the whores, baby.
Yeah, but I did subscribe, so wait till after this month is over.
I wonder if this guy's a follower of her. How does he know her? I don't know who the hell this person is.
I just heard of her. It says she made that money in 2 years, but that's probably because she's only really been old enough to do this for 2 or 3 years.
Oh, really?
She's 21.
Well, okay, all right, yeah. So
damn, man.
She was jumping right to it like the Catch Me Outside girl, whatever she's up to these days.
just swimming in money. Swimming in money.
And she's done a back and forth with him. Never in my whole life. I think I would wake up and see a Florida politician trying to start beef with me for clout. He's proposing this tax on the top of the 37 already paid to the government.
Yeah. She's also, okay, a couple of things. Number one, God, I mean, in defense of the OnlyFans lady. She's right. She's whatever money that she's made in the state of Florida, she is already paying taxes on. And despite the fact that there's no sales tax, somebody like that spends an astronomical amount of money and puts money back into the economy. I guarantee you that. So they're overall a positive value for the state. There's no doubt about it. And
she also donated $121,000 to Feeding America.
Did she? God, man.
What is she doing on that damn OnlyFans?
Well, I mean,
some good money.
She's making a whole bunch of money. Is what she's doing. I don't know. What do you have to do for that? Is it too late for me? I'll spread whatever I have to spread. I'll do whatever I have to do. It's a lot of money. You're not going to subscribe, C-Lane?
No.
It's rude.
Can you put that on a P card?
It's rude. At least put it on the corporate card, for God's sake. It's the least you could do. All they need to do is be smart about this. Go after the ticket resellers. All the people who are bilking the regular poros out of money, go after them. 50% tax on all resales of event tickets of any kind in the state of Florida is a way better and smarter idea than that, but it's not going to be as catchy as we're going after the OnlyFans whores. And that's exactly what this guy's trying to do. He's trying to get out there, and the OnlyFans person is right about that too. He's trying to gain clout off of the whole thing. He's trying to be the next clavicular, if you will. That's a whole rabbit hole. Dive down that one.
She did say in one interview, like, how can I be charged a sin tax when I haven't sinned? And I go, I haven't seen her OnlyFans, but
if she's solo, is she not kind of right in a way? I mean, I don't know.
It depends on which Bible you're reading. Some people say some of them say the solo thing is not so good.
A couple emails real quick. A lot of you emailing tips@thenewsjunkie.com, tips@thenewsjunkie.com. Let's get past the unhinged people. Anonymous says that ICE agent, no way they had more than a bruise, and technically a bruise is internal bleeding. Is that true? Is a bruise technically internal bleeding? All right. I mean, it's still contact of some type, but here's another person, tips@thenewsjunkie.com. Hey, Sean, I listen to your show regularly. Wanted to offer a perspective on the way ICE agents and public reactions to the number discussed. While I understand your point that there are ICE agents who believe they're doing their jobs properly, I think it's often overlooked how aggressive these encounters can feel to people who have not committed any crime. ICE is not dealing solely with violent offenders, yet their tactics frequently resemble high-risk law enforcement, which can be terrifying and dehumanizing, especially when compliance does not prevent detention or separation from family. I'll stop you there because this is a commonly held thing. Are you of the frame of mind, emailer Gage, are you of the frame of mind that every one of these encounters or the majority of these encounters are violent in nature? Because they're not. The ones that you see on video are violent in nature. That's how the internet works. That's how videos work. It's like police stops. Are you of the frame of mind that all police stops are as violent as the ones that go viral on like a monthly basis or a weekly basis, depending on what time it is and what news cycle we're in? No, most of these things are just quick and mostly painless. It's not like you're arguing in the first sentence there. You mentioned earlier that women tend to be less risk averse. Yes, that's just true. I think the fact that so many women are visibly speaking out or getting involved underscores that this is more than irrational behavior or extremism. It points to a real civil issue that people feel cannot be ignored. From a place of privilege, these encounters may seem justified or orderly, but for those affected, they represent something far more serious. Respectfully, Gage. Respectfully, I totally disagree. I think this is part and parcel of the fact that women between the ages of like 25 and 54 right now are more to the left politically than any other group or demographic for the most part. There might be a couple other outliers, but for the most part, women 25 to 54, and right in the center, in that 30s areas where it's most highly concentrated, tend to be out to the left politically. And they tend to be emotionally driven in a lot of their politics and aesthetically driven in their politics. I'm not coming down on them. It's just how I see it. And a lot of those women are driven to go engage in this because, whatever. They either think it's the right thing to do, They want to go make a viral video. They don't understand that there are consequences to this. They don't understand that these people actually do have the right to arrest people. There's probably a whole stew of reasons for that happening. But thank you for the email regardless, Gage.
Google says, yes, a bruise or contusion is technically a form of internal bleeding where small blood vessels under the skin break and leak blood into the surrounding tissue, causing the discoloration without breaking the skin's surface.
All right, well, if that's the case, if this guy had a bruise and then they publicly reported as internal bleeding, that's every bit as big of a lie as when their political opponents come out and say there's been 456 school shootings this year, and then they include stuff that nobody in the world in their right mind thinks is a school shooting. Like, nobody in the world, when they hear internal bleeding, is thinking a bruise. No. I am not. No normal person, rational being is thinking that if you say,
you can get a bruise simply from firing a gun.
Sure, that is true. Actually, yeah. And then you could say, I got internal bleeding from the encounter. That is just as big a part of the erosion of definitions as anything I've mentioned here in the last several days on the show, or for a long time I've been talking about that. All right, quick break. When we come back, we'll get to more of your emails. If you're in agreement or disagreement, either way, email, as always, tips@thenewsjunkie.com. If you want to be anonymous, put that up on top. When we come back, we got the next episode in a bit. We'll find out what's going on in the world of entertainment. We want to talk about some indecent exposure, if you don't mind.
Let's go.
I thought we were just going to breeze over that.
Too bad. It's happening. We're talking about indecent exposure. It may get indecent on the stream next. I'm not saying I'm going to flop it out, but
please don't.
Get ready. Get ready, folks. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Zoom in.
Real Radio is
The Monsters in the Morning.
Yeah, you got to get them a ramp on.
Anyway.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Real Radio 104.1.
Morning traffic's cleared up on the major roadways. You won't be running into any trouble slowing you down or tying you up on I-4, I-95 Florida's Turnpike. We do have some accidents to look out for, though. On State Road 46 at Longwood Markham Road, there's a crash. There's an accident getting cleared up on Orange Blossom Trail at Ponceata Boulevard. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Refresh your bathroom with big savings at Lowe's. Reimagine your bathroom and get up to 40% off select faucets during Lowe's Bath Savings event and transform your space. While supplies last, selection varies by location.
Accidents don't wait, so why should you? I'm Mo DeWitt, your local Orlando injury attorney. When accidents happen, you shouldn't have to wait until Monday. We are here to answer the phone 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And yes, they'll even get me on the line for you if you need me. Injured on the go, there's only one number you need to know. 1-800-CALL-MO. That's 1-800-CALL-MOE. Or just Google us. Just call Mo.
Oh, Johnny, why'd you do it? Why?
Ma, how was I supposed to know? It's a crime to pay more than a dime.
It's all over the radio, you knucklehead.
I should have went to RC Hill, Mitsubishi, and DeLand, and Ocala. RC knows it's a crime to pay more than a dime. Every vehicle, right, RC?
Correct. All you need is one dime down.
Officer, can he get a second chance?
Of course, ma'am.
We work with all types of credit. We have banks and local credit unions to get you the best rates.
New Outlander SUV.
Dull mic. Here we go, baby. Sean's going to flop it out. Get ready. Flop 30. Ooh. Yeah, that was the first thing I thought of when they said the internal bleeding. The whole point of, like, depending on how you're holding the firearm, and one would hope that an officer would have a little bit more or a lot bit more training than someone like me would have. I think I've even avoided – I don't think I've had a lot of bruising from firing guns. I only really shoot guns like once or twice a year. Twice is like a big year for me. If I have gone shooting twice in a year, I've changed something. I got bored or so. I don't know. but usually it happens when I'm camping or a rare trip to some sort of gun range with a person who owns said guns. I think I've managed to avoid any sort of like, they say like some of the heavier shotgun kind of stuff. My kid jumped on the wife's chest and she got internal bleeding. Yeah. Paintball caused me a ton of internal bleeding. That makes a lot of sense, Dispatch Dan. Paintball? Hell yeah. That's internal bleeding city. But yeah, I don't think I've had one of those where they're like, all right, you gotta hold it just right, or else this shotgun's gonna kick back and ruin your shoulder's day. Just got done visiting my sister. She had a little brain yesterday. I feel like there's a word missing there, crazy drunk cat lady, but I hope everything's okay. Stubbed my toe and had internal bleeding. I stubbed my toe and broke the damn thing. So annoying. And I'm pretty sure I've broken my pinky toe like multiple. I thought I would just catch it on stuff. What's happening, Miet? If I went a day without hearing gunshots, I would think there was a problem. Where do you live, Florida Scratcher? Where do you live? All right. Keyword is money. We're coming back. It is money.
Nationwide keyword on our website. Money. M-O-N-E-Y. Money. Enter it now at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
He's smiling, and that alone should scare you. This
Or this is the News Junkie. Forget the same 3 songs over and over and over. Hang out with the 3 best friends you never knew you had, going through the most viral stories of the day. Learn more about the show at thenewsjunkie.com. We're cooked for like 11,000 reasons in 2026. Like nobody cares about the truth anymore. Nobody cares about nuance. Politics is out of control for like 20% of the losers on this planet. Everything is spiraling. AI is taking over. Like there's a million doomer things that I can really be doomer about. But one thing that I think is funny is this idea that they're going to be able to control, they're going to be able to put the snake back in the can and control what kids are doing on social media again. And if you don't know how this works, in countries like Australia, where they've taken these young kids and they've banned them from a lot of the social media websites, they make them use this like AI thing that looks at a video of them in real time and determines whether or not the person is of age.
What?
So like you have to activate your cam and the cam goes and it scans you. That was an actual noise of the scan taking place.
Good.
And then it scans you and it tells you this person is old enough. They're able to get on there. This is why that's stupid. I've seen this demonstration all over social media going mega viral today. The ability to use AI to impersonate anybody is through the roof. Your grandma is screwed. Sit down and share. I'm going to put this on CNN now. Sit down and share this video with your grandma. Okay? I mean that. I'm not exaggerating. Your grandma and your grandpa, I want you next time you have a moment, make it like a normal time. Don't be weird about it. Don't scare them. Don't let them think that you have some shocking announcement, but just be like, Grandma and Grandpa, I got to show you something, okay?
and show them this
All right,
video.
Headed to the cemetery now to show this video.
Samesies.
My grandma's still alive, but it will take a long time to explain all of it.
Gonna have to be like that guy who dug up the 100 bodies. I'm gonna have to just.
Wait, you took our grandmas?
Or maybe somebody's grandmas. Somebody's grandmas, yes. So the video that I'm going to put on See It Now, so you can see what's going on, shows this guy utilizing in real time an AI that lets him pretend to be anybody else on a live webcam, and he uses it for Stranger Things characters here. So he's being 11, and as he moves around, he's 11, and he goes through every single character.
Oh, that is insane.
And it looks exactly like he is these characters from Stranger Things.
With
some of them more than the other.
No post-production work.
No, this is a live webcam tool that you can use that uses real-time AI to transform your movements. I don't know which one to use. It's sort of like, do you know what a VTuber is, C-Lane? This is always weird questions to ask.
VTuber.
Yeah.
Not quite.
Flesh.
You know what VTuber is, Sabrina?
VTuber.
No, don't Google. Stop searching. I know what it is. I was asking if you knew what it was.
No, I don't know what a VTuber is.
A VTuber is somebody who streams content online, generally speaking, and they have like a little avatar of them, and the avatar is animated, and usually it's like, a lot of times it's a guy. Like the second most subscribed to Twitch streamer of all time just broke the record. And to everybody watching, it's like this little anime Asian girl who's like, oh no, I can't believe it. And just in a little skimpy dress with her ass hanging out and tees just all over the screen.
Was Hot Dog Yum a VTube?
No, that was just people doing live streams on TikTok.
As avatars, though.
This is when people they real time will be broadcasting and their voice will be changed into a woman's voice and animated. And then they have an avatar that is representing them. One of those popular ones that your kids probably follow right now is called Burn Peanut. You guys know who Burn Peanut is?
Do not. No.
All right.
I never called them VTubers. It was kind of just weirdos, and I kept scrolling.
VTuber means a specific things. It means you're represented by an avatar online in real time, generally speaking. And the Burn Peanut guy is very, very popular with younger people right now. And it's like a little Burn Peanut, and that's his little character, and he moves around on the screen. And if you can do this kind of stuff in real time with any off-the-shelf computer, how does your grandma not know Mark Zuckerberg actually does? It's not actually Mark Zuckerberg that's trying to get her to send $10,000.
Because now it won't just be Mark Zuckerberg chatting with her via text. It will be somebody that looks like Mark Zuckerberg because they're using some sort of really advanced filter to communicate via webcam.
Sealand, you were asking what it was. It was created with Kling AI 2.6 motion control.
Oh, we've talked about Kling before.
Kling AI 2.6 motion control. If I click on, I don't wonder how many people I have the option to use in their creative studio, because he was just using the Stranger Things person. But you can make anything your representative avatar, be it Elon Musk and that's why I'm saying show your grandma. I'm going to put this up on See It Now. Show your grandma, because the fact is that this is something that's going to impact them. They're going to go, I'm such a big fan of Bruce Springsteen, and he asked me to send him $10,000. He'll obviously send me the money back. Bruce is good for it. And you're going, well, don't you guys know that's AI? And your relatives who are older
they're just
like,
happy that it's actually getting on the phone with them, because that was another big thing. Before the scams were made public, it was like, well, he didn't want to get on the phone, Bruno Mars. Mm-hmm. His manager kept telling me that he just was busy and could only text. Now you use that. They're 1,000% convinced.
They're going to fall for it in 5 seconds. It's going to happen. It's crazy, but it's inevitable. Let us know what you think. Send a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com right now. I want to work at some of these dispatches, but it's time for some indecent exposure, if you don't mind. It's time for a little indecent exposure. And will it be me?
Right before lunch?
This is the perfect time for me to do it. It's just time to present to the audience. There is a person who is accused of indecent exposure in a Los Angeles neighborhood, and it's drawing crowds at this point. It's really drawing crowds offline and on, I think. And the person, do you think it's a man or a woman that is parading around nude?
There are crowds?
Well, when I say crowds, I don't know that there's actually people on the sidewalk, but there's a lot of people following this whole dilemma on social media for sure.
It sounds, I mean, maybe you're only asking this because there's a twist coming here at night, but it sounds like if they're following this, likely a woman.
Well, let's see if I'm S.W.A.S. Shyamalan or not here. Here we go.
Sherman Oaks woman says she is living a nightmare. Her neighbor walks around naked all the time and refuses to cover up. She says her neighbor exposes himself at all hours of the day.
Himself? Of course it's a guy. Get out of here. It's only happened once in my life where there was a woman who was living next to us, and she used to walk around in her apartment naked. And never again since then. Never again since that happened. Boring. This is a guy, as you would imagine.
Her uncomfortable. And she says she needs help.
KTLA's Chris Wolf joins us live in Sherman Oaks with the story you'll see only on 5. Chris.
Whoa. That's right, John and Sandy. This mom I spoke with tells me she got this apartment here in Sherman Oaks because of its large windows with all of that beautiful California sunshine pouring in.
And dongs.
But now she's also getting a daily dose of a full moon and...
Oh, he said full moon. That's the best he could do, given his circumstances.
Full frontal.
Here he is.
It's traumatic.
Neighbors can be noisy, nerve-wracking.
This woman needs to be like the young kid yesterday who saw the shocking video when he was in 8th grade, and now he won't work anymore for his whole life. He's got PTSD, and he'll never work again. He'll be on the government dole. She needs to be like, I saw this man's genitals, and I can never work again. I want government funding. I want UBI,
what
baby.
What would you do if one of yours was constantly naked and naughty? Exposing himself through an uncovered bedroom window. That's exactly what one mother and son in Sherman Oaks say is happening. They feel hopeless and helpless.
Can I have a crochet real quick for B-roll, please?
She's just crocheting on the couch.
You know what she's crocheting? A massive curtain to drop off at that neighbor's front door.
It's going to take her a while. You know how long that takes. That crochet stuff don't come quick.
But it's seen, unwanted, endless skin show. On the day of this interview, Michelle McClintock recorded her nude neighbor who lives in another apartment building on Breezeway, just feet from her home.
This guy sounds really mad about this.
Oh, yes. He's definitely touched himself. I've seen him touch himself several times.
Okay.
You know,
Come on.
and he lays in the bed and you can kind of see what he's doing.
Sometimes I'll be coming back from school and I'm seeing him naked, or I'm cooking, or I'm eating in the living room or watching TV. And I look and I just see him naked, and it's just really disgusting, and I hate it.
What are you doing, buddy?
Eating a hot dog and... absolutely ruined by the naked old man.
I know everybody's going to say, like, put up curtains. Put up curtains. If you just put up curtains, it's going to be fine. Put up curtains. But doesn't he need to put up curtains too? Like,
no, they have curtains. They actually have old school blinds. But you're allowed to have some...
If the kid's saying, I'm eating, I'm watching TV, and I just keep seeing his dong everywhere, he's just naked walking around, people are going to go, well, why don't you put up some, close your blinds. Close your blinds so you're not looking into this guy's place. Well, shouldn't the guy close his blinds?
Yeah, but I'm thinking if he's touching himself, he knows exactly what he's doing.
Yeah, this is purposeful.
At what point does it become inappropriate if he's masturbating and everyone can see it?
Well, not ever, according to some of these chat folks. BDMX Con says, filming into his apartment is more criminal than being naked in your home. What if he's flogging the dolphin, waxing the bishop? I don't know, all those things. Smacking the monkey. I don't remember.
Death
shuffle. What if he's doing all of those things? Does that change things for you? Because I feel like it should. I feel like it should change things. I'll save some of this. There's more details that we'll get to in a bit. Right now, we're going to find out what's coming up on the next episode.
What's coming up on the next episode? This is a story all about how that Fresh Prince house turned up on the market for millions of jiggies with it. Kiefer Sutherland is making headlines for an incident with a rideshare driver who clearly didn't know he was running out of time. Plus, in the criminal justice television system, art imitates life, but when life does the imitating, the art is suddenly nowhere to be found. All that and so much more coming up on the next episode.
And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Coming up
From
tonight on Real Radio
O2.com
at
weather.
7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan, brought to you by Gringos Locos and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 8 p.m., it's Good Sauce with Ross and Joel. At 9, it's Real Laughs, followed by Real Music Weekends at 10 on Real Radio 104.1 and on your free iHeartRadio app.
From the O2.com Weather Center, O2.com, the only business software you will need.
Happy Wednesday, Central Florida. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your forecast. And for today, we'll be seeing a changeable day, meaning this is going to be kind of a transition day ahead of some very big changes on the way as we head towards our Friday. So for today, we'll see some hit and miss showers, a couple of downpours possible. These will be very off and on, especially during the afternoon. We'll see temperatures warm into the upper 60s for highs before lows dip down into the 30s Friday morning. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Pro Savings Days are happening now at Lowe's. Save $70 on the DeWalt 12-inch miter saw, now $279. Plus, rewards members get free standard shipping. Valid through 1/23. Free shipping not available in Alaska and Hawaii. Subject to terms and conditions. Subject to change. Details at lowes.com/shipping terms.
Hey Orlando, Joe Rossi here for Greenway Kia. It's a new year, and that means a new opportunity to get more for your trade. Listen, the value of your trade can differ by thousands depending upon where you go. At Greenway Kia, over 40 Greenway dealerships compete to buy your trade, and that competition could put up to $10,000 over Kelley Blue Book fair market value in your pocket. Start the year ahead at greenwaykias.com or visit one of our 3 metro area locations today. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Greenway Kia.
Negative equity refinance expires 2/5/26. Sell your home in as little as 14 days with the Guaranteed Cash Offer program from the Nickley Group with Keller Williams Realty. Google the Nickley Group or go to thenickley.com.
If you want to buy or sell quickly, call Nickley.
At Mayo Clinic in Florida, we're treating the untreatable. Using a patient's unique genetic makeup, our researchers are developing personalized cancer vaccines that help stimulate the immune system to better fight the disease and prevent it from recurring. We're making more possible at Mayo Clinic because every day we're doing what's never been done. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/possible. Mayo Clinic. You know where to go.
New year, new you isn't just about changing who you are. It's about showing up sharper and more confident. Hey, C-Lane here, and that's why I love Hammer and Nails Grooming for Guys. It's not just a barbershop. It's total man care. Haircut, beard, hot towel, and a drink in your hand. With locations across Central Florida, they're offering a New Year reset with a complimentary signature upgrade on your very first visit. All you do, you mention my name, C-Lane, and Real Radio 104.1, and book at hammerandnailsgrooming.com. Hammer and Nails. Come as you are, leave as you want to be.
Is life insurance part of your New Year's resolution? Listen, if you're young and healthy, it's simple, and any old agent can get it done. But if you're 50 to 60 years old with a touch of wide waistband syndrome or have correlating health glitches, you need to call Big Lou at Term Provider. Big Lou doesn't bait and switch you in with young and healthy rates only to clobber you with the truth down the road. $1 million of coverage could be as low as $200 per month. And unlike that treadmill, this one won't collect dust in the corner. Call Term Provider, speak with Big Lou, and find out how much he can save you on your new $1 million life insurance policy. Start this year off with peace of mind by calling Big Lou at 800-230-2777. 800-230-2777. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. For affordable term life insurance, call 800-230-2777 or biglou.com.
Are you 50 or older? This news is for you. The CDC recommends you get vaccinated against pneumococcal pneumonia. Even if you're healthy, your age puts you at risk. People 50 or older are over 6 times more likely to be hospitalized with pneumococcal pneumonia compared to adults 18 to 49. Just one shot can help protect you. Learn more and schedule at vaxassist.com. That's VAXassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Pizza's here. Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
This is the Duke's Country Song. Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Home of the world-famous Game of Magnets. This is the...
All things happening in the world of entertainment and beyond. Thanks for being with us here, and we're rolling through January. I assure you of two things. One, you could join the show at any moment. Send a dispatch or email over at thenewsjunkie.com, thenewsjunkie.com. Two, if you want to be anonymous, we can keep that a thing. So if you're sending an email, put that on top of the email. And maybe even three, at some point during this year, I will not be sick anymore. Stay away from whatever's going around. It will not go away. It's a nightmare.
Can we put this up on a poly market?
We got. Will Sean ever not be sick in 2026? The lines on that are not going to be in my favor for sure. But we'll see what goes on. And right now, it's time to get into it. Let's do the next episode.
Because there's a lot on TV, you can't possibly keep up with all of it. Even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about?
Oh no! I can't believe it.
Nothing. Weather's nice. It's time for the next episode with Sabrina.
Hey, smoke weed every day.
Hold up. The next episode brought to you by That Mortgage Guy Don, thatmortgageguyDon.com, and the Home Loans Radio Show. It is a new year, maybe new you, maybe new house, maybe new business, maybe refinancing your house and expanding your business. But when it comes to these complicated rates up and down, are you getting the best deal? Are you leaving money on the table? Those questions can be answered. That confusion can be cleared away if you're working with That Mortgage Guy Don. So start the process today by going to thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
It was a mere 36 years ago, time do be a-flying, 1990, that this officially kicked off its first season.
The Simpsons.
Ay, caramba.
Damn.
Fox, 36 years ago. Now, technically, it was their second episode after first airing what for 12 points?
Tracy Ullman show.
Yeah.
It was a special of some sort. Based on a holiday.
Valentine's Day special? Christmas special.
Christmas is right. 12 points for Sean. Game over. Also on this day, 72 years ago, Marilyn Monroe married her second husband, Joe DiMaggio. They did divorce that same year. But this was a new fact for me. He still had roses sent to her grave 3 times a week for 20 years.
Damn.
Love is...
That's you think that flower guy? You think the flower person was ever like, I'm just gonna say I brought the roses this week?
Yeah, or like, here's the stack that are gonna go bad. So
yeah, the other ones are
3 times
so good.
a week.
That's a lot.
It is, and it's not a lot of time, especially when you have 24 hours to save the world, and apparently no ride but Uber. That is my segue into Kiefer Sutherland making the news after being arrested for assaulting a rideshare driver.
Ooh.
Bad Kiefer. Bad Kiefer.
Hey, what do we know about Kiefer Sutherland? Is he alleged to be a jerk or no?
Right, today he is.
Today, yes.
I'm not saying you guys know him or
The
anything,
last
but
we
like,
talked about was his
have
dad
you heard?
dying.
Have you heard bad stuff about him and his interactions with people? Because I don't know him to be like a negative dude.
No, it
He's
doesn't come to
24,
mind.
right?
Yes.
Well,
Well,
he's
he's,
a lot
older than that. Yeah. But he wasn't 24, and then
yes.
his father had passed late last year, maybe mid last year, and that's when we talked about Kiefer last, unless I missed something. But he was arrested this week for allegedly assaulting his rideshare driver in Hollywood. They responded to the call around 12:15 a.m. Party guy. He allegedly entered the vehicle, physically assaulted the driver, made criminal threats toward them. The driver didn't suffer any injuries that required medical attention. He was booked around 4 a.m. on unspecified felony charges. So if it went right to felony, it must have been real bad. And that Uber driver or Lyft or whatever rideshare they have
Must
in
have
Hollywood.
swatted him.
And he's, in L.A. County Jail, released on $50,000 bond, scheduled to appear in court February 2nd. So I'm getting, at least according to this article, should not be a surprise. He's 59, relatively tame, but back in the day, he raised his share of hell, and he also used to be a pirate.
Same.
He used to be a pirate?
He used to be a pirate.
Okay.
He body slammed a Christmas tree in 2005 in a London hotel lobby after being told that he was a pirate. So, guess we'll see.
You know what?
happens
You're going to judge. You're going to judge like you always do, but you don't know the whole story.
Pirates
You
don't have
know.
Christmas trees on ships. It doesn't make sense.
It's a little
Flag
loose,
on the field.
but maybe he can explain it.
I can't wait to hear about it February 2nd. And there's a lot more explaining when it comes to Timothy Busfield, who has surrendered to police. We didn't know where he was for quite some time, and the mystery may be solved.
Uh-oh.
And guess who was right by his side?
Who?
Melissa Gilbert.
His
I
wife
knew
was
it.
by his side?
After police asked, hey, where's your husband at? There's an active warrant. U.S. Marshals are involved. There he was surrendering himself. And Busfield said that he drove 2,000 miles to turn himself in, adding that the allegations are, quote, all lies, end quote.
This is the guy who's been accused of touching little kids on the set of one of these productions he was working on. And he's been on the run. He's been on the run for a handful of days. Yeah.
Also, the guy who was quoted saying, well, I mean, he seemed to like the tickling. His parents were there.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of quotes on his end that seemed off.
Did they find his kid net with him? Did he have the net?
No,
that was
no
no?
kid net.
Okay.
Just,
All right.
I don't have it ready.
No.
I'll save it for C-Lane tomorrow. Timothy's wife, Melissa Gilbert, says she stands with and supports her husband, will address the public at an appropriate time. We ask that their privacy be respected. He's faced 2 prior accusations of sexual misconduct that we talked about earlier this week. One was from a 17-year-old extra in 94, but it ended with the settlement. And the other was from a 28-year-old woman who accused him of groping her, but Busfield was never prosecuted due to insufficient evidence. So that doesn't even mention the twins that he's being charged with at this point.
Yeah.
Should be a good time. Happy 2026. Also, speaking of Timothy, it turns out that he was part of an episode on this show.
Oh, really? Law and Order, huh?
Yep, and they pulled that episode amid the child sex abuse manhunt that is no longer happening because the man turned himself in.
I wonder how many episodes they've had to pull for stuff like that, because you feel like Law and Order is the kind of show that has so many one-off appearances by actors. It's like almost like a rite of passage.
A lot of them, yeah. It
in
was
your
like
acting career.
right before they got uber famous, they were on Law and Order SVU. Also, Law and Order SVU is known for taking stories from the headlines and making episodes out of it. But I guess this one was before all this happened. Unclear if Timothy's one-off episode, he plays Judge Warren Fells, will ever see the light of day. They say that this episode, to the knowledge of TMZ and their secret super source, titled Corrosive, is going to be shelved. A new episode scheduled for next week has been bumped up. Now, that's all the details we're going to get because it was supposed to be the new episode. It's also worth mentioning because I love Law and Order SVU. I thought for sure this season would have some better writing, but it is getting worse.
Oh, really?
Even the old episodes. And I still love the show, and I will still watch all the new episodes, but it's so corny now. I don't understand I thought the same thing with some of the Stranger Things back and forth.
Oh, there's a lot of talk about the Stranger Things writing
coming from.
For me personally, the Stranger Things thing, we'll talk about that. There's another twist in that whole thing a little later we'll talk about. But it was like there were 2 or 3 episodes where they did something that I don't like, which is they explain something through dialogue rather than just showing you. So like all the characters will be in the same room and they'll be like, what if we did this? And they all start like finishing each other's sentences and stuff. And then you're like, instead of just talking everything, just have the people do the thing. So you show us instead of tell us. And it's kind of weird.
Just stretching for time for no reason.
Yeah.
Like we can't see
sometimes.
right through that. I was watching a show last night where a gal had gazed at a mountaintop, but it went back to her, then to the half mountain, then back to her, then to the almost top of the mountain, then back to her. And I wondered at that point, we didn't have any more script or we couldn't cut anything else. And that is why I'm a producer. I'm going to stop.
It's a time filler. Yeah.
Speaking of filling time, I'm out of mine. So on the Boob Tube, we've got Hollywood Squares, CBS, The Masked Singer on Fox, series premiere of Fear Factor House of Fear with Johnny Knoxville. The Price is Right at night. And you catch freaking Laura Dern on Jimmy Fallon. Follow your dreams and me on Instagram at Sabrina Amber. Most importantly, stay with me, America.
Smoke weed every day.
Thank you, Sabrina. Just an update. That woman is still seeing that man's penis in the window. It's still there.
So gross.
She's still dealing with the kid. Is still trying to get his work
is she
done.
Done with the crochet project, or still doing that too?
Let's check in.
Talk explains she reached out to police, but was placed on hold and finally gave up.
Typical.
She's contacted her apartment managers, her naked neighbors' apartment managers, and so far has received no help. She even placed a large note in her window, urging the stranger to close his blinds when he strips down.
He does not seem to care. And when I put the note in the window, and the response I got back was for him telling me.
He did a return note. It says, close your blinds. Don't stare into my bedroom. That's creepy and rude. 911 is for real emergencies. Who is right, folks?
Does that mean the cop showed up at his door?
That means he's fully aware of being naked in front of the window.
Yeah. Who is in the right? Is she creepy for looking in, or is he creepy for doing this in front of the window? He's defending himself. We'll see what you think with your dispatches as we roll on here in just a bit. We've got a lot more to get to. More about that frightening and scary webcam technology. C-Lane's got some new information on that, too.
I made a video.
Oh, did you really? Is it convincing? We're going to find out.
Somewhat.
Good time right now to jump on board on the YouTube stream, youtube.com/thenewsjunkie. If you want the link directly to it, just go to thenewsjunkie.com. When we are live, it is up on top, youtube.com/thenewsjunkie. Jump in and watch. That's coming up next on The News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
There's not much to run into this afternoon affecting your ride. Just some congestion through the city on I-4 westbound before Colonial Drive. Expect your typical delays through that amusement park area on I-4. But other than that, nothing tying you up or slowing you down. No serious accidents on the major roadways affecting your ride on Florida's Turnpike, I-95, or the Beach Line. But if you do see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the
Oh, man. All right, let me change this tab here so you can't see. I don't want to spoil anything, but I got a video that I made with that Kling AI, and it's a fun one. Only let me use 10 seconds, which is unfortunate, but I don't know who's in the wrong in that situation. It seems like the man walking around naked is in the wrong if a kid can see him. But wouldn't that also be like, hey, buddy, I mean, you should be allowed to be naked in your house. I wouldn't say I walk around completely naked in my house, but, I mean, definitely shirtless all the time. But if I was naked, I mean, not where kids can see. Jason says he is home. Yeah, but I don't know. This is another Moses question. We need to put this on the list for Moses. Anyway, got a lot of good stuff coming up. The next keyword is coming your way. It would be a real bonus if you won. Not saying that's the keyword, but I'm just saying it would be a real bonus if, we could start giving away some $1,000. We gave away one yesterday. Monsters hit one at 9 o'clock. And I have to run to the bathroom. So, love you guys. All right. Let's do it.
By SIPC.
Hey, Russ Rollins here. Guys, you know what? If your T is low, you got low testosterone, it's time to get your edge back with Red Mountain Weight Loss. And if you get Red Mountain Weight Loss and get on testosterone therapy, they're going to give you 1 month of a GLP-1 weight loss medication for absolutely free. That's a $299 value. Hey, man.
Go Mike activated. Hello.
It's a game changer, and you're going to look better, and you're going to lose weight. And remember, you get a combo of testosterone and a GLP-1. It will burn that belly fat, and you're going to get ripped. So this month, get your free
How are we?
medication, a $299 value.
Got to be easy on my voice today. I figure what I'm going to do is stay at about this level, maybe a little better tomorrow, and then a little better on Friday. And then by Monday, I'll probably be back to normal with my voice, or mostly. The good news is that, like, talking through the show isn't blowing my voice out all the way, which would have been the nightmare. You know, it's like, oh, God, I try to do the show again, my voice blows out all the way, and then I can't host for 2 days, and then, like, January is just a fucking wash. Risking the cords for SCO Mike. Living La Vida, I'm okay. I mean, I'm coughing a lot. And I'm mostly getting past the sick part of the flu 1 week in. But it sucks. And I'm like so pressed on getting things up with getting my content, online content drilled out there. It's been so frustrating not to be able to do that. I'm working on a format for a daily story for Instagram and Facebook to promote the stream each day that I'm like auto-posting right before the show. So guys, make sure you're watching those. Hit those. Let's get those numbers up. Let's get those numbers up. Are you gargling warm salt water? No. Your little videos are fun in the mornings? Well, good. I don't really have the format completely figured out yet because it's so weird. I mean, I only have 30 seconds. So I'm trying to figure out a way to, like, pop in with something interesting, hook people, and then also say, hey, here's the stream, or if you miss it, the podcast. It's a lot to try to work in 30 seconds. 90 seconds. Your hair looks great in that video. Oh, you're kind. You're too kind. No Fritz on the Street again? Fritz on the Street is Thursdays this year, if everything is locked in. We had some issues. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be tomorrow. We'll have to see. There's a chance that there will be a Fritz on the Street tomorrow, though. Yes. Did you dye your hair? No, I've never dyed my hair. No, I've never dyed my hair in my life. I don't think I would. I think, like, you end up looking like Creed from The Office when he uses the ink toner, the toner from the printer to dye his hair. Never comes off great. All right. Coming back live. Just a moment here.
Scratch it. Snowy puppy paws. Well, grab a whisk, brush it off, done. Catch COVID-19? Well, just get...
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19. But if you test positive, prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Coming to you live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Need help after an accident? Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Bonus. 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 Enter it now at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
Join the show. Send your dispatch now at thenewsjunkie.com.
So good to have you with us. And honest to God, we know there's so much out there content-wise for you to hang out with. But we're here for you every single day, at least for 4 hours during the show. The podcast you can pick up if you miss anything at thenewsjunkie.com. Okay, a lot of stuff to get you updated on. Believe it or not, before the end of the show, I even have another update. We haven't talked about this in forever. The Anna Kepner story, the girl, the younger woman who was killed on the cruise ship by, allegedly, her stepbrother. And we haven't had an update in a while on that.
You mentioned like a Reddit post or something where somebody was being a little snoopy, a little nosy about some things that were going on their cruise ship. Mm-hmm. And I was like, wait a second, we haven't heard anything about Anna Kepner since before the holidays.
True.
Not the hot headline anymore?
It's interesting. We'll get to that in just a bit here on the show, probably in jury duty this hour. But I was talking about how one of the things that's so crazy and scary for these reasons. One, this is going to be a huge tool that will be used effectively. Trust me, if you trust anything I say, trust me on this. This is going to be a huge tool that will be used effectively to steal money from boomers. All right? That is what is going to happen with this. That's number one. Number two, it's going to be very confusing for people. They will be driven further into this weird world of we don't know what is real, we don't know what is fake. There are a couple of things in the content world that are more likely to be real now, and those are usually live things. If you see somebody that's live, you're like, okay, well, it's harder to fake this in real time.
Correct.
So I'll give some level of trust to this, and this breaks through that barrier too, or at least that's the aim of it. The aim of it is to eventually get there.
They will get there. I don't think this is live yet, but I did generate a video. It's in your Gmail.
All right, here's another example, just for those of you who aren't on with this. If you're watching over on YouTube, you can see this. I'll describe it for everybody else. There's a dude who's got like a gaming headset on, and it shows what the output is on top. And he's got a game controller in his hand, and he's showing it to the screen. And he's just all sorts of different, like, attractive women in the output feed. And it looks exactly like it's him doing it. And it would change,
crazy, man.
Like, it would be able to change your voice, too. So you just think you're literally real-time talking to this woman.
What would happen if that dude took off his shirt right now?
I don't know.
Like, does the AI have guardrails that would go, no?
I mean, or they take his nipples and make them a little more.
Now I got to make another video.
I was just going to say, are you going to tell me you didn't try that in the one you made?
No, I didn't.
Time this out properly because we have some people walking around the outside of the studio right now. So if they see you without your shirt on, they have questions.
It might be a little alarming to them, but they probably know. Our reputation precedes us, I'm sure, in some ways. But this is the thing, these live video tools, which will make it so you don't know if somebody you're watching live, if it's real, if that's really them, if that's really their voice, if that's really their video. Your grandma is going to assure you that Elon Musk himself talked to her. He said, look, I know this seems crazy, but if you give me $10,000 today, I'm Elon Musk, the richest man in the world. I'll give you $1 million tomorrow. This is a financially sound investment. They are going to steal so much money from boomers with this tool. They are going to find so many lonely men in the United States of America and beyond to fall in love with them. You're going to be in love with a guy. You're going to have no clue the entire time. It's going to be some dude that you are shuffling off to.
Catfish coming back, baby?
Yeah, more so than ever. Excuse me. More so than ever, this is coming back. Now, C-Lane utilized this technology.
I did.
What was the mission that you had when you were?
I just wanted to see how it worked. Like, so, I mean, it was saying like it needs what it needs is a motion reference, which is a video, and then it needs a picture, which is the subject that it is going to now use the motion reference to create.
Okay.
Now, straight off the bat, the face that you're making here does not look. It does not look like a face that you would make.
You look like a Cabbage Patch Kid.
There's a uncanny valley.
So, you know what?
What is it? You have like
it looks like me and Seth Rogen melted together.
Okay, so try to do that same pose right now, and I'm trying to determine what is different. So you have like rosier cheeks. It seems your eyebrows have changed, right? And button nose. I mean, but it is close. I want to see it in action.
It looks a little bit less like me than
well, there's a reason for that, and I'll go into it real quick. Let me grab the picture that I used as a reference.
Okay.
So I have it here. Let me just, in real time, kind of grab this off my downloads folder. I took a still from you today. That's the shirt that you're wearing today.
Right. Yeah, it is.
I took a still from today's show, and I saved it as Sean Still, so it's in the S's.
You want me to play this in the meantime? So people can see?
You want to just watch it?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Let's
all right. Ready?
Right, because this is you pretending to be me through this same technology.
Yeah.
No way. Oh, that's awesome.
That's illegal.
Take my money.
That's illegal.
Something about it. I didn't nudify you.
Now I want to see what would happen if you did take off your shirt.
That's true.
I mean,
wow. Okay.
That's
So
fascinating.
let's describe it for the people. I'll play this again. If you want to jump over
Please.
onto youtube.com/thenewsjunkie.
Describe what just happened.
It looks like a little bit of a warped version of me, but like the video overall looks exactly like my desk and everything perfectly. And then my face just looks a little off because of the still image C-Len used, which you could probably thread the needle on that. And I'm moving around, and it looks like I'm giving oral and tickling the underside and really into it. Looks like I'm really, really into it. But it's all, fairly convincing in a way, other than the face being off from the still photo.
But I can kind of see C-Lane in that.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just the way that it has matched your face muscles, to put it lightly, but
There's a lot of differences between just the still photo of Sean, and I have it here. The still photo that I used was, no, that's not there. Son of a bitch.
He's still doing the same thing over there, folks.
Yeah.
Since we left him last.
Well, no, we had to watch the thing first.
We had to watch it.
We did. No, that's
All right,
not
there-
it.
That's resources. Those are resources right there.
What the hell? There it is. This is the photo.
Okay. That's it?
So, all right. Looking at this, right? You do not see your chin, which it looks like you need a little bit of a shave, and in this, you're more shaven, and you got a little. I think you've inherited my double chin somehow,
So it's
which is weird because
offensive.
I have a beard. You can even see my double chin because it's covered.
So I'll put this up on See It
all
Now.
right, do me.
So, what if you did that? It doesn't do audio yet, huh?
There is audio available, but
now I don't know which version of real me I'm looking at.
I don't either. What's happening?
He just went from the still frame of me to the S&D version of me to me, and I got lost in which one was real for a second there. Oh, God.
Now
All
I
right,
wonder if you took off your shirt as me, what would happen? Because you can't really
I don't know.
see
They
my
can't do that, right?
boobs.
I mean,
They
it
could.
I'm a lady.
Well, we couldn't show it if it did.
Well, there's
they're
only one way to
AI
find out.
boobs.
All right, we'll have to toy with this more because it is frightening what's going to happen here. It's
I'm
literally,
entertained.
it's literally the reality in front of us is that kind of technology is going to fool people into thinking that they are looking at somebody that they're not, into thinking that they're talking to somebody who is famous. Old ladies, old men, everybody is going to get wrapped up in this. There's just no way around it. I'll put that on See It Now in just a bit here on the show. Let's work on a dispatcher, too. Let's see what's going on. Here we go. Let's go over to, excuse me. A lot of these are a little too long. Here's my brother can suck it is sending us a dispatch. Let's listen in.
Good morning, News Junkies.
Hey, good
I
afternoon.
don't get what you're trying to point out, Sean, with like, why are these people in their cars getting grabbed? It's Minnesota in the winter. How else are people supposed to get around? Walk around in the cold? Of course people are going to be in their cars. It should be more appalling that ICE is just grabbing people out of their cars and whatnot.
I have no idea
There's so
what
many
you're talking
videos of people being pulled out of their cars by ICE agents.
Okay. I have no idea what you're talking about. It's cold, so that's why they're in their cars? No. You're either being purposely dumb or you're legitimately that dumb, which I refuse to believe. The people are in their cars, and the people are getting yanked out of the cars, and the person we were talking about getting yanked out of the car was not yanked out of their car because of their immigration status in the United States of America, as was the case with a lot of these circumstances. The person getting yanked out of their car, the person that was in their car, was a person who was protesting the actions of these ICE officers, okay? That's what was going on there. And I said, why are these people willing to put themselves in harm's way? The reason is, for the most part, because they have been told by a lot of people, either online grifters or politicians, that what is happening here is actually illegal, okay? And sometimes this is just like the downstream from this. Like before January 6th, I literally did a video about how things were going to get violent on January 6th and how there was going to be somebody who stormed the Capitol and all that stuff. I did a video the day before. People said, no way this will happen. I said, of course it will happen. It's downstream of it. If you tell everybody that democracy has been stolen and the election has been stolen, what do you think they're going to do? If you tell everybody that these ICE agents don't have the authority to do what they're doing, and what they're doing is actually against the law, and they're quote unquote kidnapping people, what do you think they're going to do? They're going to attempt to stop them because they think that they are more morally and legally in the right than these people are. So that's what's going on. They're in their cars doing this because that's the easiest way to block what's happening with the ICE encounters. It's not people being arrested because of their immigration status in the vehicles that I'm talking about. I don't know if you're just like half listening or whatever. It's hard to tell sometimes, but follow up if you'd like to. Somebody says there's more tricks about this you can use. What up, News Junkie? Hey, C-Lane, check out a GitHub repository called Deep Live Cam. Have you heard of that?
Nope, I'm getting there now. GitHub.
This is what most of the paid online services are using, but you can run it for free locally, you said.
Hell yes.
We're doomed.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. It's
Then
going to fool
some of the
so many
stuff
people.
is so funny as well.
It is funny. I like it, but it's also shocking. Excuse me.
Oh, right
We're
into the
losing him,
mic.
guys.
Yeah.
We're losing him.
But
Just a tickle.
longer than I feel like a lot of people
Just a tickle.
had.
Just
put
a
on
tickle. I'm fine.
Polymarket.
I'm fine. It's just
Deep
Ooh,
Live
okay.
Cam, real-time face swap and video deepfake with a single click and only a single image.
That's it?
I'm going to have to take my shirt off.
All right.
Coming soon.
Did you get the still image yet, or do you need one?
We'll try this more as the show goes on. We'll do a little more experimentation with this because it's something that you should know. It's something that you should be aware of. And older people should definitely know about this because it's going to take their money. But we have a lot more to get into. I've got more clips to touch on. I've got the update in the Anna Kepner case coming up in jury duty. We've got a lot on the way. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
No bots, no scripts, no, I'm sorry, I didn't understand the question. Just actual flawed people. Real Radio 104.1. Guaranteed human.
There's an accident slowing things down heading through the city. Off to the shoulder now on I-4 westbound before State Road 408. Other than that, you won't be running into any surprises affecting your ride. Just typical delays piling up on the major roadways. No serious accidents tying you up or slowing you down. But if you do see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by IHOP. Introducing the IHOP Value Menu. All your breakfast favorites like pancakes, eggs, bacon, or French toast are just $6 every day. Get a big, filling sit-down breakfast for only $6. Go to your happy plates with the $6 IHOP Value Menu. Available every day at IHOP.
The new year is a perfect time to refresh your home with Benjamin Moore paint at Tools Ace Hardware. Discover thousands of beautiful Benjamin Moore colors, including the new 2026 color of the year, Silhouette. At Tools Ace Hardware, their knowledgeable associates are ready to help you one-on-one with your next paint project. Rollers, brushes, drop cloths, they have it all. Visit one of Tools Ace Hardware's 14 Central Florida locations or shop online at acehardware.com for convenient in-store pickup or local delivery, even on paint. Tools Ace Hardware, your local helpful place.
Welcome to Take 5 Oil Change.
Hey, which way is your waiting room?
Oh, you can stay in your car. It only takes 10 minutes.
I can stay in? Get out. I better find a good playlist to listen to while I wait. EDM? Nah. Oh, what about something classical? Nah. You got any suggestions?
Dad rock?
Now you speaking my language.
Take 5. The stay in your car 10-minute oil change.
Start your engines. This January, the world's largest collector car auction returns to Kissimmee, Florida. Mecum Auctions brings 13 days of full-throttle excitement, iconic rides, and fun for the whole family. Mecum delivers the ultimate automotive experience. See thousands of classics, muscle cars, exotics, and more cross the block. Come experience Mecum Auctions live in Kissimmee, January 6th through the 18th.
Hey girl, are you looking for your new favorite lip gloss? Well, I've got it for you. Maybelline Lifter Gloss is definitely it. Maybelline anything always hits. I absolutely love Maybelline and I've used it for years. In particular, the Maybelline Lifter Gloss has no sticky feel. It's super hydrating. Yes, that shine is on point. You can get it at your local Dollar General. And while you're there, you might as well pick me up one too. Okay, don't forget Maybelline Lifter Gloss.
Don't miss TK Law. Trendley Kramer Law calls every Wednesday at 8:35 on the Monsters in the Morning. Ray Trendley and the Monsters will be discussing all things law, from the latest celebrity legal troubles to what's going on out there.
Central Florida Scottish Highland Games, Jock here. Yes, what in the world are Scottish Highland Games? They're pure Scottish fun. Amazing athletes, great pipe bands and music, Highland dances, food, Dunedin Brewery, Scottish merchandise. Where and when is it? January 17th and 18th at Central Winds Park in Winter Springs. Got a website? flascott.com. That's flascott.com.
Do you want free internet forever? Yeah, we thought so. That's why Spectrum is giving you just that. Free fiber-powered internet forever when you switch and get 4 mobile lines from Spectrum. No internet bills, no taxes, no late fees. Just fast fiber-powered internet. Call 833-901-0178 to find out how. But hurry, this deal won't last forever. Once more, 833-901-0178. Or visit spectrum.com/freeforever to learn more.
Pizza's here. Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
New year, new goals. And in this economy, a better money plan is more necessary than ever. I am Matt.
And I'm Joel.
We are from the How to Money podcast. And every week we help you to spend smarter, save more, and to make sense of what's going on out there.
If you want 2026 to be the year you finally feel in control of your money, we're here to give you the tools and advice to help you make it happen. Open your free iHeartRadio app, search How to Money, and listen
For
now.
all your plumbing needs, go to modernpi.com.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Bonus. 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 Enter it now at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
He's smiling, and that alone should scare you.
Thank you for joining us on the show. It's the News Junkie. Welcome into the world's most viral newsroom. The 3 best friends you never knew you had, going through the most viral stories of the day. That's what we are here. You learn more about the show over at thenewsjunkie.com. I see chat talking about Verizon is down. Is that true? Or I don't know if there's actually any truth to the fact that they're saying this is down.
Not a Verizon gal.
Me either,
You guys
yeah.
are AT&T or T-Mobile or something?
AT&T.
I'm Spectrum, and I don't know what that technically means. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what network I'm actually on, because I'm sure they're piggybacking on somebody else's.
I'm seeing a lot of outages. SOS.
Really?
is what is appearing on people's phones.
Oh, wow. So Verizon outages are just like spreading across the country right now. Let me see. Verizon. I'll just pop this up.
And Verizon's kind of like the other big.
Whoa.
What?
The outage map for Verizon is
yikes.
It's the entire eastern United States is completely red from the user report map. Yeah, it's filling in Florida a little fat with all the outages are saying here. So you might be getting hit by this right now if this is legit.
And Verizon covers like other things, right? Isn't like Boost
Internet.
Mobile technically taken by somebody else? So Verizon must have that as well.
Well, I don't know. Like I said, I'm Spectrum, so I don't know who I'm piggybacking on, and I don't know who has another service that is piggybacking on Verizon that would also have them down as a result of this right now. There's there are a lot of this is real time outage monitoring. They just have like a blip on their little radar here, but yeah, it looks like they're having some real troubles. People are memeing the hell out of them all over the place.
It says Spectrum Mobile Virtual Network Operator Service. Spectrum utilizes their service area's Wi-Fi network for extended coverage, while Verizon Wireless provides the network Spectrum Mobile utilizes for mobile service, both 4G and newer 5G networks. So, is your cell phone work? Do you have?
Mine appears to be good.
Wi-Fi.
I'm on Wi-Fi, so I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know if it was if there was a problem. This says Verizon users report service outage. At least 176,000 people impacted right now. They're the largest U.S. wireless provider. So if you're having a problem, well, there's just a little heads up for you. You might know where that's coming from at the moment. A couple of things I wanted to get into. One was what happened at this Ford plant with Trump. So Trump was doing a tour of this Ford vehicle plant, and I guess one of the workers, while Trump was doing the walk around, and this was filmed, you'll be able to hear this in a second. One of the workers was like, "You're a pedophile or a pedo protector," something like that. To the president, let's listen in. We'll get a better idea what he said.
That was it already, I think.
Yeah, he said you're like a pedo protector. Pedophile protector is what he's screaming at him. And then people said, and it's impossible to know, but people said Trump said F you to him.
No, he was saying vacuum.
Yeah, right here. He says something that looks like the F word, but obviously there's no mic on him. We can't see what he's saying. And then we get the appearance that as Trump goes walking around on this tour, and they're getting an idea of where the Ford employee was who did this, that Trump
my God.
possibly tosses a middle finger at him. Let's enhance and zoom. Let's enhance. That is supposed to be.
That looks a lot more enhanced than possible from that video.
It says a little too enhanced. But they're suggesting that Trump cursed at the guy and said the F word and flipped him off. And the guy has been identified as, hang on.
Guy with crazy giant glasses.
He looks like one of the people that was going to participate in the mullet contest.
Are those Vipers?
Is that what it is?
I think those are Vipers.
It does look like it says Viper on them. I think you may be right about that. Yeah. Yes. They're a like holographic lens looking wraparound sunglasses that the guy has.
Beautiful sunset. We can't see it because I'm so distracted by his damn glasses.
I don't know if he was, let me see. I think he was at least suspended. And I've got an interesting twist on this in a moment for you. Okay.
Pit Vipers is what they're called. Pit Viper sunglasses.
He has been suspended from his job pending an explanation. This says, a lunatic was wildly screaming expletives in a complete fit of rage, and when the president gave an appropriate and unambiguous response. TJ Sabula, a 40-year-old United Auto Workers local line worker at the Ford factory, told the Post he was the one shouting at Trump. He's been suspended from work pending an investigation. As far as calling him out, definitely no regrets whatsoever, the worker said. He said he is concerned about his future of his job and being targeted for political retribution for embarrassing Trump in front of his friends. Well, buddy, come on. If your work fires you because you did this, or even suspends you because you did this, it's because your work had a guest, which was the president of the United States, in your workplace. And then you shouted, maybe even expletives, I don't know, at the president who was the guest in the workplace. It's not out of the question for the workplace to want to do something to punish you there. He says he identifies as an independent. He never voted for Trump, but has supported other Republicans. He said he was about 60 feet away from Trump, and he could hear him very, very clearly. I don't feel as though fate looks upon you often. When it does, you better be ready to seize the opportunity, he said. And
Trump it's not the first time he's been yelled at, and even in a place where he thought it was going to be private. But correct me if I'm wrong, I've never seen him flick anybody off and say,
he did.
F you.
He did, but I think he did one of the ones that was like
you're scratching your face.
Yeah, I wasn't really
blatant,
doing
was
it.
it not?
This one was I can't 100% tell, but I would say with a pretty high degree of certainty that it looked like he flipped him the bird.
And he does the one with some of the knuckles out, which
with
is very
the bend of the knuckles on there. He was doing it like this, and looked like he said the F word. Maybe he didn't. But the United Auto Workers, here's what they did. This is kind of funny to think about this. They said our statement on the Ford plant visit from the Ford department director, the auto worker at the Dearborn truck plant, is a proud member of a strong and fighting union, the UAW. He believes in freedom of speech, a principle we wholeheartedly embrace. And we stand with our membership in protecting their voice on the job. Like, come on. You don't just get to say whatever you want on the job in the name of freedom of speech through the workers union.
I certainly can't.
The UAW will ensure that our member receives the full protection of all negotiated contract language, safeguarding his job and his rights as a union member. Workers should never be subjected to vulgar language or behavior by anybody, including the President of the United States. That's from the union representing the Ford workers at this place.
If he did use vulgar language, not Trump, I'm talking about this plant worker.
We don't have any audio of him cursing.
Right, but wouldn't the workers be subjected to his language? They're like, this guy has freedom of speech, this guy has freedom of speech, but none of the other workers should be subjected to foul language.
It's a union. If it's a union that doesn't start with the word police, it probably is not in support of the current administration, okay? Labor unions are not very friendly to Republican political candidates, generally speaking. But
there
certainly
was one. What was who ended up being the border czar? Wasn't he a big union guy?
Are you talking about Tom Honan or whatever, Homan?
It was a bigger gentleman with silver hair, and he, I remember him being in the front of the big strike that happened last year when it came to.
I don't know. I mean, look, it's possible. I'm speaking in generalities here. I'm saying, generally speaking, labor unions are not aligned with Republicans, nor are they aligned with Trump. Police unions are. There's a weird crisscross there because they feel like they get more support from Republicans or from the Trump administration. So those ones will support the president. But when you go to an auto workers place like this, a factory, and you're going to have the union workers, there's going to be a lot of them that are not politically aligned with you. And the union speaking out, you can kind of read that into their claims a little bit there. But I don't have a problem with how any of this happened. The president went to a place, a guy yelled at him, the guy got suspended, whatever. I mean, it seems like everything kind of played out here in a way that makes sense.
I'm pretty sure we all know somebody who's been flicked off by a president before.
Really?
Who dat?
I think, if I remember correctly,
you got to be in a small crew, don't you?
Yeah. No, this was this was campaign trail, George W. Bush, and I think Tuttle was out there with some sort of sign or something, and as the tour bus was going by. So I don't know if George W. Bush was sitting president and on his second campaign, or if this was the first campaign. But I'm pretty sure I remember, if you asked him, that W flicked off Tuttle from inside the van.
Drive?
That's an exclusive crew to be part of. Congrats, Tuttle. Yeah, so that's what happened. It's all of this is fine. A citizen of the United States of America wanted to shout something at the president. They shouted at the president.
They both exercised their freedom of speech.
We're living in a day and age where and I think some of this is okay, where we're knocking down the idea that cursing is the biggest deal in the world. I think it's beyond the office of the presidency to be flipping the bird and cursing and doing a lot of these things. But I guess here's where we are.
But I feel like one more of Trump's, and then we're going to be allowed to say words. No?
Oh, I don't know if we're going to get there yet. I don't know if we're going to get there yet. Maybe.
Exhibit Trump,
maybe.
FCC. What are they doing?
I know that they've pulled their attention away from the late night hosts, at least for a little while. And it could come no sooner for them because this year, nobody's really talking about it yet, but this year's the end of the Colbert Show. That's coming to an end soon.
The FCC pulled their attention away from late night hosts and went and banned Chinese drones, including one of the biggest brands.
Is the drone world angry?
No, I mean, I think they put them on the no-no list for new drones coming into America. I think I'm still allowed to use mine, but they don't have, they can't sell any new ones right now.
Yeah. These late night hosts are getting drilled, though. Even Kimmel, who surfed on some of the drama from the FCC going after him, he averaged more than a lot of them with 2 million viewers. But in the demo, like this is people 25 to 50, or excuse me, their demo is 18 to 49. So adults 18 to 49. That's what advertisers want on television. And in the demo, there's only 230,000 average viewers for Kimmel. The demo for The Late Show, which is Colbert, 229,000, so 1,000 left. People between the age of 18 and 49 watch that show. The Tonight Show, is that Jimmy Fallon? Jimmy Fallon. He's got 183,000 people. That's it. Tuning in from 18 to 49, adults 18 to 49. Greg Gutfield has more than all of them at 246,000, but that's still not that much in that demo. They don't watch live TV. The Daily Show had 204,000 people in that same
And how can you watch
audience.
that live? As someone who, and I imagine I'm a demo, that does not have cable anymore. Live television, sometimes, depending on what streaming service is doing their special live event. But
this is not live, though, really. It's Nielsen plus 7. So live plus 7 means that it occurred on the day when the programming was live, a live view, or somebody watched it within a week on any of the streaming services. So within a week, all that's watching these people, there's only like a couple 100,000 people between the ages of 18 to 49. How many people in the United States of America are between the ages of 18 to 49, Sealand?
Let's see.
50 million is my guess. 40 to 50 million would be my guess. I have no idea.
18 to what?
18 to 49 years old. Adults.
As of mid-2024 estimates, the U.S. population aged 18 to 49 includes roughly 10.13 million males and 10.16 million females.
Okay, all right, so 20 mil. So 20 mil plus. And of 20 million plus men
Wait, that
and women,
doesn't... It's giving me the numbers in a weird way. Go ahead, though.
Well, the point being, you've got at the very least 20 million men and women between 18 to 49. And of those people, the folks watching these late night shows, it's down to a couple 100,000. So it's not really that big. The audience is a lot of older people who still watch those traditional television shows like that.
It's saying when combining the data, because even though I told it to combine in the first place, it's 100 to 110 million in the broader 18 to 49 range.
Wait, so there's 100 million people between 18 and 49?
That's what it's saying, but it's
that's even then. If they got 100 million as their audience and they're only pulling in a couple 100,000,
not good.
Yeah, this is why I go. People can say all they want, like, oh, we don't need those shows. I don't even know what happened to those shows. They used to be like showing me fun misprints in the newspaper and fun weddings where the wedding parties' names sound hilarious together and. Now it's just like a bunch of. Do we need more political rants? I feel like people kind of have their fill of that. Maybe that's why they're not tuning in. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, finally, we'll get to this. The Anna Kepner case. This is the young woman who died on a cruise ship, believed at the hands of her stepbrother, and some weird stories around this. We haven't had any updates on that. What's going on? We'll keep you in the loop on this one. And we got a lot more clip-wise. We got your feedback. We are loaded up. We haven't barely gotten into half the stuff we need to touch on, including the worst fandom of all time. And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
This is Chris Broussard. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Discover.
The Magic are overseas preparing to play in the NBA's first ever regular season game in Germany. They face the Grizzlies in Berlin tomorrow. College basketball tonight, UCF tries to go to 14-2. They visit Kansas State. Action last night included Florida whipping Oklahoma, and Florida State lost to Syracuse. And the big NFL story, Steelers coach Mike Tomlin stepping down after 19 years in Pittsburgh. Tomlin never had a losing season. I'm Matt McCoy.
Guess what? Discover's accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. You heard right, 99%. If you don't think so, maybe it's time to face facts. You're stuck in the past. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen report, learn more at discover.com/credit card.
You don't need to completely change who you are for the new year. That's not what New Year, New You is about. But you do want to, brush up. You want to show up sharper, more confident. That's why you got to go to Hammer and Nails, guys. It's not just your everyday barber shop. Bring your coupon, you're in and out in 10 minutes. It's total man care. You get your hair cut, get your beard trimmed, hot towel, drink in your hand. That's what's waiting for you at Hammer and Nails, with locations all across Central Florida. Right now, they're offering a New Year reset. That's for you right now. New Year reset, a complimentary signature upgrade on your very first visit. All you got to do, you mention my name, C-Lane and Real Radio 104.1. You book at hammerandnailsgrooming.com. You can see their entire menu of options there, or download their app and join and become a member today. Hammer and Nails. Come as you are, leave as you want to be.
Hey Orlando, Joe Rossi here for Greenway Kia. The new year just got a lot more affordable. With recent Federal Reserve rate cuts, interest rates are coming down, as low as 0% APR. If you've been waiting to upgrade, now's the time. Greenway has financing options designed to take advantage of today's lower rates. Even if you have less than perfect credit. See what's available now at greenwaykias.com. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Greenway Kia.
With approved credit, offers expire 2/5/26.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party. You see that new welcome offer? Bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets if you win. I think we got to jump on this.
What's John Daly think?
I think you got to grip it and rip it.
Grip it?
And rip it.
Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook. Roll with us. New players bet $5, get $150 in bonus bets if you win. Payable and bonus bets. Not a cash offer. Offered by Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
My uncle's Maytag washer lasted over 37 years. His motto, buy once, cry once. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello. When I started A1 Garage Door Service, I thought about my uncle's Maytag. Most garage door springs get about 10,000 cycles for 3 to 5 years. Our Max Life springs last over 100,000 cycles. That's a minimum of 30 years. From repairs to upgrades, call A1 Garage Door Service today or schedule online at a1garage.com.
A1 from day one.
Do you like beer? Join Orlando's Science Center for the Science on Tap Outdoor Beer Festival, coming to Lock Haven Park Saturday, January 24th. Families are welcome for this daytime event. Sample local breweries, plus food trucks, music, lawn games, and more. Tickets at osc.org.
I'm Mark Anajar.
I'm Glenn Levine.
I'm Ellie Anajar.
And we're Anajar and Levine. Experience the Anajar and Levine difference by calling us with any of your legal needs. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In Office Orlando.
Join Jim Colbert on The Jim Colbert Show for his Cigar of the Week segment every Friday afternoon at 3:45. You can pick up these featured cigars at all 3 Corona Cigar Company locations, Dr. Phillips, Heathrow, and downtown. Learn more at coronacigar.com.
Are you 50 or older? This news is for you. The CDC recommends you get vaccinated against pneumococcal pneumonia. Even if you're healthy, your age puts you at risk. People 50 or older are over 6 times more likely to be hospitalized with pneumococcal pneumonia compared to adults 18 to 49. Just one shot can help protect you. Learn more and schedule at vaxassist.com. That's VAXassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks Vapors in an easy-to-apply stick, and it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks Vapors when you need more comfort for yourself. Use as directed.
The new year means new resolutions, not just for your body, but for your finances as well. Did you know that financial health is directly related to your identity protection? This is why you need LifeLock. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points per second. If your identity is stolen, LifeLock's restoration specialist will fix it, guaranteed, or your subscription money back. Resolve to make your identity, health, and wealth part of your New Year's goals with LifeLock. Visit LifeLock.com and save up to 40% off your first year with a promo code BECK. Terms apply.
This is the Duke's Country Song. It's a song about good mayo, Duke's mayo. It'll make any dish sing. Get Duke's mayo in store. It's got twang.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Radio.
Because therapy's expensive, and we have microphones. This is the news.
An update on the Anna Kepner death on a cruise ship. Her stepbrother allegedly killed her, but we haven't heard anything about that. What's going on? Details forthcoming. I want to say something real quick before jury duty, and this will be my rant of the day, my old man rant of the day, because I don't know if anybody's ever asked themselves if this is actually a good idea before they started to do it, but I asked the question on chat during the break. I said, in your lives, have you ever actually had any good food that was served to you on an airplane, like by, the airplane staff, like where they go, it's time for a meal, and they give you the meal, and you're like, well, this is actually quite good. And for me, everything is just mediocre. You know what I mean? Like, that's fine for a plane. It's fine. But I've never really had anything.
Your long trip, you didn't have a nice meal?
No, I had a meal, and it was okay, but I've never had anything that I ate and I was like, well, that is really quite good. I would like this if I was not even on an airplane right now.
My trip to Italy, I would say I had a delicious meal. Mm-hmm. I don't remember what it was, but I know the presentation was lovely and I loved the taste of it. I was also so hungry that I cleared the plate and almost asked for a second.
Really? Can you do that? Well, you would have found out.
I didn't. I just passed out immediately.
Yeah, I mean, I think mostly everybody agrees it's tough. Isn't it tough, Sealand, because of the altitude a little bit to make things taste quite as good? Or
I mean, I know that they say that for especially for space, they add spice to it because that environment makes the flavors less discernible. Mm-hmm. But I think in airplanes they have to adjust things a little bit too. You also have to adjust it because of the way it's prepared. It's like prepared off the plane as much as possible, and then they only have so much that they can do on board. It's not like the plane has a chef. These are flight attendants that are preparing these. That are kind of like.
They do wheel them in after some places.
Yeah, they'll bring little meals that are prepared. Like off-site, and then they'll wheel them in and like luggage, and then hand them out to everybody.
So I watched this guy on YouTube, Trek Trendy. I've told you guys about him before, where all this guy does in his entire channel on YouTube is go on the nicest of first-class airplanes and trains. Mm-hmm. And there are a lot of times where, I mean, he'll rate the food and he'll tell you what sucks, but there's a lot of different airlines where he's like, oh man, they have that chicken thing I really like. He like looks forward to it.
Yeah. I mean, I get it, but I think overall, I don't think we need to do this, and this is why I'm talking about this for a reason. We'll get into jury duty here in a moment. But
he also just, and I guess maybe they have this stuff available to help compensate for how expensive some of these air tickets are, but there's always champagne and caviar on these super first class flights. This guy's always popping open, and they'll give you the nicer champagne when you're in the air because on the ground you have to pay the taxes on it. So they don't open the expensive bottles until you get in the air, and it's like international waters kind of, but in the air.
A lot of people chiming in with their experiences on this, but American Airlines is the reason why I bring this up, because American Airlines has announced on some particular routes, like from Dallas to LaGuardia, that's Dallas to New York City, and Dallas to JFK, and some other routes, they have decided to add brisket, Texas brisket barbecue.
Fresh hot brisket?
They're going to be offering brisket, smoked sausage, macaroni and cheese, green beans, and potato salad for people who are on those flights on American Airlines. And I was like, you got to be careful with this, because you get a brisket meal with all the fixins and start giving it out to everybody on some flight. Like, some of these things are going to stink up this flight.
Yeah.
Some of these things, like a brisket, might hang in the air a little bit.
I know they're making it constantly, but whenever I go into a Buc-ee's, one of the first things you smell is brisket.
Yeah, and that would be like this, but in a metal tube at 35,000 feet. They're going to be smoked sausage, brisket, all the fixins you could want. And you could even get a chopped brisket sandwich with roasted green beans and creamy potato salad on an American Airlines flight.
Is this for all of them, or is this flight going into a particular place with great comfort food?
This is only, as I said, this is only from Dallas to New York and two different airports there starting at the moment. But
that sounds delicious. Vegans will hate it.
As long as it's not like egg salad sandwiches for everybody, tuna fish sandwiches, fried, or like a microwave fish option for everybody on the flight.
I did try that egg salad that 7-Eleven has that everybody's been talking about, that new like Japanese one with the milk bread.
You're out of your mind,
Pretty good.
Yeah, you're a crazy man.
How long does it sit out all day?
It's in a cooler.
Mm-hmm.
So when
they
is it
tell you.
delivered? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I worry about those kind of things, but I worry more about like if the entire flight stinks. Now we've got one more problem to deal with. Maybe you've already run into this. Maybe you've already tried it. Let us know with a dispatcher email as we do jury duty.
Court is now in session, so put your phone down and pay attention. Before we call the bailiff over to whip your ass, you're now on jury duty with the News Junkie.
Jury duty brought to you by the one, the only Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. Injured on the go, just call Mo. 800-CALL-MO, 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 or go to justcallmo.com. After an accident, you legitimately need somebody who is going to guide you down the road of going against the insurance companies, and you should 1,000% not feel bad about that. You are doing the right thing for yourself, for your family, for your future. It's literally why you pay your insurance bill every month. Okay? Sometimes it's time for you to get your money right. And 800-CALL-MO, 800-CALL-MO, or justcallmo.com. Lest I say it too fast, 800-CALLMOE. There you go. Anna Kepner. There have been no updates in weeks. No updates in weeks.
That's wild.
The last one was the text messages between the family members where they were saying, like, we need to go into damage control. We need to clamp down on the info that's being released. The father and mother were talking back and forth and saying, hey, no matter what he did, he still deserves our love. And they were like, we got to, rally around him. The other side of the family was obviously thinking this is all screwed up because we've lost our lovely Anna. And they were trying to keep it all hush-hush. That was about the last thing that we've heard. The stories from this week and from the last 2 days in particular have literally been about the lack of information, the lack of updates that have been released in this story. It's kind of shocking, but 2 months later, there have been no arrests in the death of this young woman on this cruise ship. 2 months have gone by and no arrests have been made. Authorities, including the FBI, are investigating the case.
Are they still, though? It feels like it's down on the priority list.
Well, they took a winter break.
What's the mystery left?
They by now must have gathered all the information you can imagine, but there have still been no arrests made. The brother is still free.
Is he back
not
in school?
By Mars. I don't know. I'm sure they're like keeping him off the radar right now because of this whole thing. And the family kind of wants the story to go away, but too many people are interested. And I would guess, I'm going to throw this down, I think in the next month, we will finally see some charges on this, but literally even the media outlets are throwing their hands up right now saying, What's going on?
In case you were wondering, though, the uncle is still hollering at fake women on Twitter.
Hell yeah.
Is he? Okay. Just random hotties all over Twitter. Another update for you. Remember the police officer that got a pig on his Starbucks cup? You remember that?
Yeah.
The Starbucks
And we
employee.
found out that was part of a meme called John Pork.
The John Pork. Here it is right here. The coffee cup that the police officer got, for those of you watching on youtube.com/thenewsjunkie, was a little pig with his paws out, or his hooves, I guess I should say. His hooves out, and it is a meme. It's like pick up the phone or
those aren't his hooves. That's the accept or deny buttons.
Yeah. Well, those, like, I thought that was supposed to be like his arms out, and his arms were supposed to be the accept and deny things on your phone. Whatever. But like, it's a pig with should you answer the call or not answer the call in front of it. That's the meme that was put on this officer's phone. He got very mad and he complained about this, and the LA County Sheriff went nuts. And now we have an update. At least 2 Starbucks employees have been fired after the pig drawing ended up on the coffee cup. Those who are involved have been, here they go, separated, says Starbucks. They have been separated, which means one of two things. Either they don't work at Starbucks anymore, or Starbucks tied each of their limbs to different horses, and they, giddy up them in different directions and like quartered them.
I thought they separated them, like moved one to a different store so they don't like
with the priest
goof off it as much.
Right. Just shuffle them around.
Like in math class when I talked to my friend too much, and they were like, "All right, you're moving across the room, so you can't talk to Andy anymore."
You're a bad influence.
Like me and Andy are not going to giggle across the way, please.
We absolutely did.
They've been separated, according to Starbucks. And it looks like 2 of them have been fired for doodling a pig on a cop's cup at the Starbucks. I don't want too many more of these stories to come up, because the inevitable conclusion in my head and in my world and in my reality is that Starbucks eventually will go, we're not going to put anything on the cups. And I like these little fun things in life. I don't drink at Starbucks. I don't go there.
Everyone ruins them.
But I like people being nice and, putting little notes and, have a great day and putting people's names on them. And I hate when a couple of annoying people get something screwed up and ruined for everybody else. I hope that doesn't happen, but there are some pressure points here, it would seem. Okay, when we come back, we've got an interesting interview clip that we have to play, an update on everything happening with Greenland. I don't know if Sealand's got more on the whole camera thing, if you tried that out or not, but
I'm trying to compile the software, because they'll set it up for you, but you have to pay like $30 a month.
Oh, God.
I want to just run it.
Yeah. And the FBI is searching a reporter's home. Why? We're going to find out, plus all the clips I've got here lined up, and there are some juicy ones. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Traffic's getting by on the left shoulder on Florida's Turnpike southbound past Canoe Creek Service Plaza. Expect bumper-to-bumper traffic there. We got emergency crews on the roadways as well. The left lane's blocked on I-4 westbound near that Longwood Lake Mary rest area. There's a earlier accident getting cleared up. We got road rangers on scene. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Everdoor Garage Door. Everdoor's Forever Springs last for life. And right now, you save $75. One fix, forever covered. That's Everdoor peace of mind. Lock it in today at everdoor.com. Everdoor, the garage door that lasts evermore.
Imagine kicking off the new year with $1,000 in your pocket. What would you do first? Splurge on a cozy winter getaway? Buy that gift you didn't get for Christmas? Start a postseason detox weekend? Whatever your plan is, we're not here to judge. We're here to give you a chance to win. $1,000 in your hand 13 times every weekday. It's simple. Hear the keyword, enter it on the website, answer your phone. You're in the right place. Real Radio 104.1, the station that does it better than anyone. This national contest sponsored by Mills Air.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change-outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
You made it through the holidays, but that constant sniffle might be more than just a cold.
Trouble breathing, allergies, sinus infections? That's where Aspire Allergy and Sinus comes in. You're busy, and who has time for allergy testing and weekly shots? At Aspire, we make it easy with same-day results and a personalized treatment plan built just for you. Skip the meds that only mask symptoms. Aspire offers real solutions so you can breathe easier and feel better for good. Visit AspireAllergy.com to schedule your appointment. That's AspireAllergy.com.
Wondering if dangerous contaminants are in your home's water? Get Leaf Home Water Solutions today. We can't live without water, but we can take actions today to make it safer and healthier. Leaf Home Water Solutions is offering a free in-home water test. Just visit leafhome.com/free to schedule yours. With results from their advanced digital testing, Leaf Home Water Solutions can design a whole home system and expertly install it in as little as 1 day. With Leaf Home Water Solutions, you can feel confident that each drop of water from every tap and appliance is cleaner and safer for you and your family. We can't live without water, but we can take actions today to make our family's water safer with Leaf Home Water Solutions. Schedule your free home water test today at leafhome.com/free and save 15% on all home water treatment systems. That's leafhome.com/free for your free home water test and 15% off. leafhome.com/free.
My name is Maria. Okay, I lied. It's Mary. But I'm feeling more European after my European-style holiday on MSC Cruises. The ristoranti, I mean restaurants, nightlife and shops in La Galleria. And of course, American touches, like a sports bar and water slides. Bellissimo. Okay, this is a problem.
Book now and cruise from $199 plus up to $500 onboard credit and kids sail free. MSC Cruises. Let's holiday. To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta. Here's something most of us don't want to think about, but probably should. Clay Travis and Buck Sexton here for our friend Mike Lester and the team at Talon Wealth Management.
That thing we don't want to talk about is a will. If you don't have one, Mike and his team would like to help you out. They'll start you off with a comprehensive financial plan.
If you are 55 or over and have saved at least $250,000 for retirement, the Talon Comprehensive Financial Plan is complimentary. And when that plan's in hand, you will also receive the gift of a will and trust courtesy of Talon Wealth.
The folks at Talon Wealth are not attorneys, but they work with a group of attorneys who'll provide a will and trust at no charge to you. Reach out at 813-755-5000. 813-755-5000. One more time, that's 813-755-5000. And be sure and tell them that Clay and Buck sent you.
Advisory services offered through Talon Private Wealth, LLC, a SEC-registered investment advisor. The information provided is for educational and informational purposes only and should not be construed as legal, tax, or financial advice.
Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now, but I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code TALK to get up to a $5 per gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code TALK to get up to a $5 per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code TALK.
Hey, Russ Rollins here. Guys, you know what? If your T is low, you got low testosterone, it's time to get your edge back with Red Mountain Weight Loss. And if you get Red Mountain Weight Loss and get on testosterone therapy, they're going to give you 1 month of a GLP-1 weight loss medication for absolutely free. That's a $299 value. Hey, man, it's worth it. If you're getting older, it doesn't mean that you got to, feel old. Prescription testosterone restores your get up and go, and it'll have you feeling like you're 20 again. Gain more muscle, and, less.
I'll tell you what. Trying to install this web thing and not pay for it is annoying. I'm having to ask ChatGPT, like, what the hell am I doing wrong? Anytime I got to go in a terminal, I'm like, All I want to do is screw with people here. Is that so much to ask? All right. Coming back, guys. We got a new keyword. There it is. New keyword alert. Time to put that in. Time to win $1,000. Let's go.
Visit justcallmo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station, guaranteed human.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Credit. 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 Enter it now at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
Story time with the 3 best friends you never knew you had.
To go join us if you'd like by sending us a dispatch. Record yours right now at thenewsjunkie.com, thenewsjunkie.com. If you miss any of the show, get the podcast over on the website, thenewsjunkie.com. All right, we'll get to more of your dispatches. There's a bunch in the queue here that we'll play in just a moment on the show. People keep sending over stories about these stupid achievement cakes that everybody's posting on social media. I feel like that's a big cake conspiracy. I feel like the big cake industrial complex wants us to buy more cakes, and that's why this is like sort of an embarrassing thing.
Well, it's like a Hallmark situation, you know? They want you to buy more cards, so they try to manifest new reasons to give people cards.
Sure, let's be real. After the age of, let's say, 15, how many people get a birthday cake anymore?
I'll tell you, a bunch. But what we have noticed is after that age, you get the cake, no one eats the damn cake.
Right. Everybody's too cool.
I already, like, that last birthday, both of you guys went last year for the Sabrina Palooza crawfish style. Mm-hmm. And it was very nice that Nicole got me a cake. But the moment we walked outside, Butchie was like, get that cake in the fridge. And guess what? One slice was eaten.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah.
Nobody eats the cake.
It's because adults don't really tend to like birthday cake stuff. And they don't like, and now they're trying to They're trying to reinvent this and tell us, look, now we have achievement cake. So every little achievement in your life, like if C-Lane was to get this software working, it'd be like, congratulations, C-Lane, you got the webcam software working. Here's an achievement cake for you.
Pain in my ass right now.
Your wife could be like, here's an achievement cake. You lasted 3 minutes. You did it. I knew you could do it. And you get an achievement cake for doing that. This is a big cake industrial complex thing if I've ever seen it. They really just want to sell more of these things. Trauma cakes, failure cakes, they're trying to push more.
Why would you give somebody
a
failure cake?
Well, if they failed. So, like, if you don't get that software working before the end of the show, the failure cake is on the way.
What did I learn? I still get cake.
You ever
get cake on the way.
tried tears and cake in one bite?
It's good.
It's not bad.
Actually, yeah,
salty?
It does makes them a little bit better. People don't really know that, but it truly does. There was an interview on CBS. CBS, I know you were watching CBS Evening News. Who doesn't watch? The president was
Nobody's been really talking about CBS News, that I feel like that often.
Well,
weird, like
they're
they haven't been in the news.
They're talking about him now. The president was interviewed. I don't know why I said it that way. The president was interviewed. Interviewed. That was a weird way to say it, but the president was interviewed by the anchor over at CBS, Tony Dofil or something. I don't know this guy's name.
Maloney, got it.
Tony Baloney was interviewing President Trump, and they were talking about the ICE shooting with the Renee Goodlady. And let's see what they said. Here's Trump on that.
The death of Renee Nicole Good. I've been speaking to her father, who is a big supporter of yours, like many Americans are. But he's heartbroken right now. I can understand that. He's heartbroken because his daughter is dead. That's obvious. He's also...
Yeah, that'll do it.
What a strange place
that'll do it.
for this interview.
Yeah, and they're in the Ford factory, I think. This was maybe
Inside
before...
the machine, apparently.
Or after the person screamed at him that he was like a pedo protector. Or whatever.
Heartbroken because your administration so quickly has come out and said she's a domestic terrorist. What do you want to say to her father right now?
Well, I want to say to the father that I love all of our people. They can be on the other side. As you say, he might be on my side.
He is on your side.
And I think that's great. And I do. I think it's great. And I would bet you that she, under normal circumstances, was a very solid, wonderful person. But her actions were pretty tough. I mean, I've seen it many ways and many different shapes and forms.
You guys, this was the only place to do this. This was, I can't imagine watching like a 30-minute clip of this where they're inside.
Couldn't imagine being there for 30 minutes. How did you hear somebody call him a pedophile protector?
Very true.
Well, how did anybody yell at him at all? Because from what I see, I don't see a single human being working on these vehicles.
Are
All
we
I see is
jaded because we wear
machines.
headphones every day and talking to microphones
No,
where we can hear each other clearly?
It's pretty loud. It's pretty loud. But he said, I'm sure she was a wonderful person, was what Trump said. But her actions were, quote, pretty tough, is what he said about Renee Good, the woman who was shot and killed by the ICE officer. Then we learned today that the ICE officer says he had internal bleeding after this incident. No more of a follow-up on that, but CBS News was told that the ICE officer had internal bleeding. And the father-in-law of this woman has been speaking out quite a bit, too. Renee Good's father-in-law. Let's see if we have some of that.
I want to ask you about this. When you talk about the confusion, and you've been open, obviously, about your support for the president. When you look at the videos of what happened, and I'm sure they're very hard for you, Timmy, to watch if you've even been able to.
Jesus, I didn't even think about that. Imagine your daughter dies, and it's not just that your damn daughter dies and dies before you as a parent, which is something I wouldn't wish on anybody, but also that, hey, there's 17 angles of your daughter being killed. I don't care what side you're on in this argument, an ICE officer or the woman who was blocking the ICE officers with her car that was shot and killed. I don't care what side you're on. Imagine for a second that you're just a father. Right? You're just a father, and then there's like all these angles and views and videos.
Oh, you'd have to turn off the TV because,
literally,
last Wednesday night, I sat down at the couch, got my laptop out. I was starting to do some, work, and I turned on CNN, and they're just playing it over and over again.
Yeah.
Every angle.
And you open the internet and everyone has their opinions on it.
Oh, of course. Like Nicole on YouTube says, she did nothing but park on the roadway as a way on her way to leave. So, like, guys, okay? And was on her way to leave, she said. You don't have to lie, right? You don't have to. You can say that I think that the ICE officer was not in danger. I think he was not reasonably in any fear for his life. So therefore, him shooting this woman, I think, was murder. And she may have been blocking the road because she was. She may have been blocking the road with her vehicle. She may have been harassing the ICE officers and honking her horn and yelling at them and doing all these things and trying to stir up a bunch of drama around these ICE officers who are operating. You could say I grant all that, but I still don't think that she should have been shot and killed. And I think that's a fair position to take. But you don't have to rewrite the whole thing. The father, however, doesn't care about any of these things. He just cares probably about the fact that his daughter is dead, and there's 8 billion videos of it.
But the Deputy Attorney General says that the Justice Department doesn't believe that there's evidence to back a criminal investigation, right? And no, nothing about charges or anything like that, just an investigation into what happened in terms of the ICE agents' actions. But they were, according to the prosecutors resigning today, pressuring them to investigate Renee's actions and Becca, her wife's actions. How do you feel about all that?
Well, I'm not blaming anybody. I mean,
this is
it's a hard situation all the way around. It's hard for for everybody involved. I mean, the ICE.
Well, this is the father-in-law right here. This guy.
And at first I didn't see the footage where
the wife's former husband, who passed away. This is his father, so he knew her before she. I guess
wife's former husband or the. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, Renee Good, the woman who was killed by the ICE officer, was married to a man. The man ended up dying. I think they must have had some sort of falling out because he wasn't even mentioned, or she wasn't even mentioned in his obituary. And then she went on to be with this woman, and whether or not she has custody or is with her kids is sort of unclear. There's been a lot of fake news about that, but that area is sort of unclear right now. There's also been a lot of fake news about her having a prior arrest history, which was largely Facebook sourced police records and stuff that were fake. Those were not real. She does not appear to have a previous record. There's minefields of fake news all over this one. But
he was actually, he was actually being ran. I mean, I seen the bump of the car hitting his legs. And so in a flash like that, it's hard to say how you would react. From my understanding that he had been through that before, maybe dragged or something. And so, like I said, it's just a hard situation for everybody. Becca, she's a great person as well. I mean, I don't have any enemies. I love everybody. And that's what the Bible tells us, love our neighbors as we love ourselves. But, I think there's some bad choices. And the word says, for the wrath of God will come upon the children of disobedience. And, it's I don't blame Ice. I don't blame Rebecca. I don't blame Renee. I just wish that, if we're walking the Spirit of God, I don't think
so. He has a lot of religious stuff he's working there. But he's saying, I don't blame Ice. I don't blame Renee, who is his former daughter-in-law.
He's estranged from her. When's the last time he spoke to her? That's so weird. Could you imagine someone of your family you've not spoken to in years, and he's the one that everyone's going to?
Oh, he's not the only one. No. Don't get the impression that he's the only one that they're talking to. They have staked out every person that is related to this woman and have gone outside their houses and have been bothering them for 2 weeks now. He's just one person among them. Her family released a statement, which is where I got the information finally refuting those police reports and stuff that were going around. And they said that she did not have a criminal history. They're all being talked to by different media outlets. But he's saying...
He alluded to something that we mentioned last week while you were gone. Was there any truth to the story that the officer who shot Renee Good had been in a situation where he was dragged by a vehicle previously?
He was, yeah. And I think he had like 40 stitches or something because another vehicle did hit him and dragged him down the road in a previous incident as an ICE officer. And there's a lot of stuff around this where people are missing the mark on accuracy. There are a lot of people saying, well, this guy had no training and he had no idea what he was doing. He was like the epitome of a well-trained ICE officer. He had a long history with ICE. He was somebody who trained other officers and had been doing this for a while. But it's just a lot of this stuff has kind of run wild in the news and less so in the news, some in the news, more so on social media where people just say whatever they want and completely make up things about this. But that's her former father-in-law talking about this, saying he doesn't blame the ICE officer or his former daughter-in-law or her girlfriend, partner, whatever he's saying. Let us know what you think. Send us a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com. Are we going to take Greenland? What's going on? We must have it. We need to have Greenland for some reason. And now Denmark and Greenland officials are at the White House, I guess, chit-chatting. This is them on the way. Them in Washington, the folks from Greenland and Denmark. Denmark is the kingdom that owns Greenland. They are the de facto owners of the 50,000 people and territory that is Greenland. And they're making their way over to the White House to talk about what's going to be happening with that territory. This is them greeting them outside. And then I think this was the Prime Minister of Greenland choosing Denmark over the United States of America, which we've just, it's hurtful, but here it is.
Greenland does not want to be owned by the USA. Greenland does not want to be governed by the USA. Greenland will not be part of the USA.
Vi vælger det Grønland, vi kender I dag.
We choose the Greenland we know today, which is part of the Kingdom of Denmark.
So he's saying we don't want the United States to take over. Now, I wonder how the people would feel because there's been offers floated out there, including like $100,000 for every single citizen of Greenland. And That's got to be attractive to some
What
of
about
them.
the citizens of America?
Too bad. So sad. Greenland first, all right? That's what we're looking at.
No,
This is all
America
about-
first.
No, Greenland first is what's happening with the $100,000 offer.
It's not
Because-
even the Greenland.
No, it's not. No, it's really not the most attractive piece of property unless you're talking about
Unless you're playing Risk.
Yeah, international and geopolitical positioning, which is what is indeed going on here. One more thing I wanted to throw out real quickly. I don't know that this person should have been helped, but he was. There's a guy who has a truck in Indiana. He has a Chevy Silverado. And this guy has gone viral for driving around the neighborhood in his Chevy Silverado because it's so damn beat up. Take a look at this vehicle. I'll put this up and see it now.
Excuse me? That's not drivable.
All right, this is real. It does drive. It's driving it.
What?
It's taped together. It's bent. It's smashed. It's, everything you could imagine. But somehow,
Honestly,
it's a good truck. Then.
ringing endorsement for the Chevy Silverado.
it's still moving after all of these smashes.
He's taking advantage of this, right? Because it's very easy to replace that cab, or not the cab, the truck
Well, it's
bed.
expensive,
The
though,
truck
to
bed,
get.
to go to the
Yeah.
junkyard, have it be
No.
a different color.
I mean, unless you know how to fix that stuff yourself
Of
and put
course
that
I
on
do.
there. This is expensive.
That is something else.
So he's cruising around, and guess what? Here's the thing. This is why I brought this up. I don't know if we should support this guy or not, but they did anyways. They crowdfunded him because his truck was so damaged, and they gave him $22,000 to get a new truck.
That's not enough.
Not for a new truck. You get a different truck.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
You get a new
car
to you truck.
Yeah, it's going to be better than this one, but I'm going to get a screenshot of this so I can put it up and see it now.
For
All you gotta
22
do, folks, if you have a piece of crap car, the answer is just to make it more of a piece of crap car, and then people will feel sorry for you and raise money
I'm
for
listening.
you online. That's it. That's all you have to do.
Yeah, for $22,000, he's not going to get something as resilient as the truck he was driving. Maybe
I think he can replace the truck bed for $22,000.
you could.
Get a frame.
Ford Maverick, maybe.
But I think
Sabrina,
he loves it.
if this guy buys a new bed for this truck, then he solved one of the 5,000 problems that his truck was facing.
The truck's still running.
It ain't
Is it
just
not?
the bed. The truck is still running, which I agree with both of you. That is a testament to the car manufacturer.
That guy in all the videos was right. It was made out of Bruce Lee movies.
It does appear to be. It's pretty impressive. But they raised $20,000 for that guy. So I want you, if you have a piece of junk car right now, and Sabrina, if you're in the market for this, yours is not nearly a piece of junk enough to get people to raise
Based
money
on
for
the
you online.
estimates I've just received, yes.
For what? What's the matter with it?
Oh, all the things.
Oh
I am
my
now
God.
in
Did
between.
you crash it again?
No, I didn't crash. First of all, that crash prior that you're referring to, someone crashed into me.
Okay, but it was crashed
Baby.
regardless. You the vehicle didn't get crashed
Yes.
again, did it?
No, but we have some repairs that need to be done, and now it's a bit of a pay for the repairs, see how long it lasts, because it's not really the amount that the car is worth. You know what I'm
Why-
saying?
Just go trade it in. Go get something
You're making it
different.
sound so easy. What am I going to get next?
It is. You're an adult.
I'm going the
You're-
route
you-
of this truck.
There is 0%
Squish
chance
truck.
you don't have a over 700 credit rating right now.
Me? I do.
Yeah.
I have great credit.
You have great credit. You got the car to trade in. Put you know what people used to do? They used to fix them up just enough, and then they would bring them into the place.
Oh,
and
yeah,
they
no,
get
I'm
the,
going
the
this
money.
afternoon to fix the car
Mhm.
and then maybe trade it.
For what? What are you trying to get?
Honestly, I'm looking at something that could last through an apocalypse. Like I want
A truck?
something higher. I don't know about truck yet. Possibly truck.
If you get a bigger truck than C-Lane, that would make me happy. I don't know. You're probably not in the market for doing that, for making me happy, but it would make me happy if you got
Well,
a truck that was just a
okay.
little bigger than C-Lane's.
How much are you willing to put towards your happiness? You going to help her get a bigger truck than me?
No, hell no. But I will be.
That's a great question.
I'll be thrilled
This
about
is
it.
where
and
the GoFundMe comes in.
if a sponsor would like to come along, I would push the sponsor to Sabrina instead of me, simply just so
Lifted.
they'll.
Could
like,
you imagine?
Yeah. So
and I make
Sabrina,
sure to park next to C Lane every single day.
Sabrina shares the parking spot right next to C-Lane every day, and then looks down at him like a little bitch out the window, and is like, "Oh, Oh, look down.
Mind if
down
I
there.
use your car to step down from my
Yeah,
giant truck?
I was going to say, I'll have just as much fun watching her get a ladder out
Or
to
a running
climb into
start.
that thing. Asking the janitor for a boost.
Oh, sweet man.
When we come back, we've got a lot to still get into in our remaining time on the show. I have a little bit of a test for everybody. I want to see how big your brains are. A big brain test on the way. The FBI searching a reporter's home. Also, the unbelievably dumb thing that these two people just got in trouble for. All of that and more coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Traffic stop and go southbound on Florida's Turnpike past Canoe Creek Service Plaza due to an overturned vehicle getting cleared up. Traffic's using the left shoulder to get by. There's a crash on I-4 westbound near that Longwood Lake Mary rest area. That's off to the shoulder. We got road rangers on the roadways there. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Sounds kind of like the starting bell to Grandma's house. Or maybe snowbirding. Just remember to stop by before you go. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Oil changes in about 15 minutes. No appointment needed.
I'm a big lip gloss fan. And listen, I've tried so many different ones. Maybelline Lifter Gloss is definitely the one for me. No sticky feel, super hydrating. Maybelline Lifter Gloss has been one I've used forever, and I suggest you do too. Go find it at the Dollar General near you. Don't forget, it's Maybelline Lifter Gloss.
Did you know that you can get a beautiful white vinyl fence for less than $5 a day? For just $125 a month, Fence Outlet will professionally install it and add instant curb appeal to your home. Visit fenceoutlet.com for details. License number C10252.
Do you want free internet forever? Yeah, we thought so. That's why Spectrum is giving you just that. Free fiber-powered internet forever when you switch and get 4 mobile lines from Spectrum. No internet bills, no taxes, no late fees. Just fast fiber-powered internet. Call 833-901-0178 to find out how. But hurry, this deal won't last forever. Once more, 833-901-0178. Or visit spectrum.com/free forever to learn more.
Start your engines.
Let's go, baby. I'm trying to download that damn software because I want to do the webcam thing. And there is a piece of the puzzle that I need that the website is down. It is not, the repo is not there. So that's annoying. So I'm going to have Doritos over it. Does anyone know if Sexy Savannah's still around? Yeah. I mean, she's not in the building, but yeah. She's big time Gatorland now, though. But she's still on the Monsters all the time. Nice lady. Dull me, baby, one more time. I got you, Snoop Frog. Let's do it. I mean, when you think about the true nature of dull, Mike, there could be nothing more dull than watching me eat Doritos. Booty Sweat said, I first heard her on O-Rock. Had a lot of friends, a handful of friends work for that radio station, that particular station. And I liked their playlist. Live in La Vida Local, it's Doritos. Nacho cheese. And because we have this weirdo vending machine that instead of having, like we used to have like a soda machine and a snack machine. Hers cheddar and horseradish sounds good. I think they have hers at at Wawa, so I'll check that out and maybe report back, Kurt Studman. Yeah, Jody and Scott were good friends of mine. Scott actually is still a good friend of mine. I just haven't seen Jody in forever. He moved down to West Palm. But Scott, when I moved in with my girlfriend, who then I subsequently married, Scott was the one that took my old room. So I still hear from him all the time. I'm sorry, Tam Jam. I'll try to keep it down. I'll try. I know but this is the dullest of dull, Mike. I mean, if you ask for dull, Mike, you're getting a dull. Abraham, you don't know what La Spada is? Man, you are missing out. La Spada's is a really good sandwich place. They've got a killer cheesesteak. Not just their cheesesteak, though. I know everybody talks about La Spada's cheesesteaks. Their cold subs are fantastic as well. They're huge. They used to sponsor stuff on the Monsters a lot, and they would bring in food a lot. Snoop Frog, you're getting it, buddy. They would bring in food for the Monsters a lot, and routinely in the early years of the News Junkie, I would come into our old green room, and there would be just a splay out platter of La Spada subs, and I was like, it is good. It is good to be broke and have this job. But yeah, every once in a while they would. I don't know if it was just scheduling errors or what, but the Monsters would get like multiple food drops in one day. So I would come in and there's fried chicken over here and La Spada's over there and meatballs, all kinds of stuff. Good stuff. But yeah, my father-in-law loves La Spada's. If we have some sort of excuse to be on that side of town. That's the only thing for me. I don't go there often because it's kind of a hike. Wasn't the Monster special sub wrapped in meat on the outside too? I don't know about that. It seems excessive to have the meat inside the bread that was wrapped in more meat. Especially these days. It seems it could be excessive. But yeah. Prado's overrated. I like Prado's. Food was good, not worth the reservations and the price. You know what? I don't know what it costs these days. It's been a while. All right. Keyword is credit, folks. CREDIT. Coming back in mere seconds. Don't go anywhere. Don't touch that dial.
Credit. 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 Enter it now at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
Send him your tips and your deepest, darkest secrets. Email tips at the...
As you could imagine, lots of people email the show every day. I hope you will as well. Say hello, say thank you, say no thank you, say what you have on your mind. Do it all. Send an email, tips@thenewsjunkie.com. Anonymous emails, tips@thenewsjunkie.com. It said you were asking the things we'd like to see in 2026 not too long ago. I hope this is not too late. Hey, Sean, for 2026, maybe we can ban the people in chat that make every single thing political. Oh, from your mouth to God's ears, Anonymous. Wow. There are 2 to 3 people that every single thing anybody says is put in terms of how bad Trump screwed it up. Thank you, Anonymous. You hear that, chat?
Oh.
You hear that? You know? Somebody over there who's had about enough of your crap, because there is definitely a handful of people that do that.
You just fed that fire.
I'll just ban. I'll start banning people. If I feel like it's like getting any worse, Anonymous, I'll start banning them. The problem is there's people who disagree on everything and they fight over and over. Most of the people on chat are normal and they're blaming it on other people. It wasn't Eddie, just for the record. They're all like, it was Eddie. No. But most of the people in chat, and you should join chat. I would encourage you to. There's tons of people who watch the show every day and chat along with us, and you could be part of that crew. Most of them are super chill, awesome people, and they have great comments. There is a portion of the populace, just like a portion of the chat, they're deranged. The deranged people, I call them like the political people. They're the very political people. Everything to them is looked at through their lens of politics, and it's usually either extreme left wing or extreme right wing. I find it to be annoying. I find it to be like very main character syndrome that you must reset everything around that. And enough of this stuff. A lot of these people just need to be stiff-armed. Do it in the comments. Tell them to shut up. Tell them to stop making everything political. Stop making them feel like they have the popular viewpoint. And the moment they feel that, oh, shoot, you know what? I'm certainly not within the majority here, they'll stop doing that. It's not that I don't want people to have opinions or even opinions on politics, but some of the people, no matter what you say, it's like, well, let me tell you how Trump was responsible. Dude, shut up. Come on, please. Live your life. Live your life. Enjoy yourself and go along for the ride with us. Otherwise, I'll just each day ban one person. Explosion. I can't do good explosion noises right now.
Oh, I got to try it one more time. Take a deep breath in.
I'll just every day hit one button and blow up one chat.
Damn. That was good.
And I won't even know which one, which I'll just say it's kind of like if you're a terrorist and you grab a hostage, you're like, I don't care which hostage I killed. I just want to send a message here. So if I see the infighting going on, I'll be like, I'm going to hit the button and I'm going to ban one random person. And I hope the people responsible feel bad about it and curb their behavior. So you never know when that button could be hit just right. 3, 2, 1.
God damn it.
Almost. It's trigger happy. That's the problem. 3, 2, 1, go. See? It's tuned in now. Mm-hmm. It's ready to go, I think. Oh, yeah. Speaking of dropping bombs, speaking of just dropping them bombs, are we going to bomb Iran or what? Are we bomb Iran? Are we doing it? Are we?
That's going to get stuck in my head.
Same.
John McCain famously sang that song at a press conference. Can you bring that up, Seelan? I always like to play that. I don't have it here handy. Look up John McCain, bomb Iran. Somebody was like, John McCain, what do you think is going to happen? Are we going to bomb Iran? This was years and years and years and years ago. Obviously, McCain's dead now.
It's well documented that we have, for quite a long time now, known where the real problem is in the Middle East. And in fact, the president adequately described it as the axis of evil. I guess my question is, how many times do we have to prove that these people are blowing up people now?
This video quality is so poor.
Uh-huh.
When do we send them an airmail message to Tehran?
Here we go. Here he comes.
That old Beach Boys song, Bomb Iran.
Bomb. There he is, John McCain. He's still wondering, are we going to bomb Iran? What's going on? Are we doing this or what? I don't know what to believe anymore, but the numbers just keep going up. They're like, they've killed 2,000 protesters. They've killed 4,000 protesters. And then I'll see a video of body bags or something, and the internet is cut out for most of the country. It is very, very, very difficult to find out what is true, what is not true, what is coming from activists who have, interests in the country, what is coming from MEK, which is basically was until Hillary Clinton reversed the order on them, was a terrorist group in Iran.
Reverse.
You have the loyalists to Khomeini. You have the MEK folks. You have the people who want there to be like another version of the Shah. You have the expats. You have everybody's kind of lying, and then Trump's kind of just wanting more destabilization in Iran with all these protests. So he's like, Keep going, baby. Trump literally said, like, keep going, keep taking over the institutions and stuff to encourage the protesters. And if we're not going to bomb them, I don't think we should encourage them like that. I really mean that. If we're going to bomb them and we're like, hey, we're going in, we're going to help you rise up. And if we do that, that's a contract. That's a social contract we are signing by saying that. If we say rise up, do this stuff, and fight against the people who are killing you in these protests, and then we don't join them, that's bad. Now that's the truth of the matter. How I feel about it is I don't want us to have any boots on the ground in Iran or any other country in the Middle East. I couldn't care less about this sand-laden territory of losers who fight each other over and over and over again. I am very unlikely to visit half of your countries over there, and I don't want our young
I hear
men
they got some good comedy shows over there.
The comedy shows aren't going to bring me into Saudi Arabia. Would I would I stop by? Maybe I shall at some point in time. But I don't want young Americans dying for desert land any longer, and I haven't for a very, very long time. But I don't know. I don't know if we're going to bomb Iran, bomb Iran, or if we're going to.
I'm gonna have to listen to that song.
Just threaten Iran, or it seems like that's what we're getting at the moment. Also, the FBI is searching the home of a Washington Post reporter by the name of Hannah Nathanson. She wrote a first-person piece about her year as the federal government whisperer, receiving tips from hundreds of federal workers impacted by Trump's transformation of the government. And FBI agents arrived at her home and conducted a search, she said. The search immediately set off alarms among press freedom advocates. The FBI has no comment so far, but just the early news is that the Washington Post had a reporter who had the FBI swarm her house. We'll see if there's any other info on that.
The Washington Post is saying the search came as part of an investigation into a government contractor accused of illegally retaining classified government materials. People love classified documents, baby.
Again, God, is there anybody who's not keeping classified documents? I don't have any.
It's like smoking weed in Jamaica. Like, technically it's illegal, but everybody does it.
And it's so much easier now. To think the way that they went back in the day was to, like, copy it, right? Fax it to themselves.
Xerox.
Make sure no one's looking. Now you just take a picture on your phone. iPhone made an app specifically for scanning docs.
Yeah, I don't know if I told you guys about this. I always love these things. I'm sure you guys watch these too. Whenever it's like in the 1980s, there was a video predicting the future of America and technology. And I'm always like, oh, cool. And they had this video. Oh, let me see if I could find this. Hold on. Future.
Good luck.
I don't know if I'll be able to.
Is this one where the computers are ginormous?
No, this was this guy. Like, the guy was on stage, and he's predicting the future, and he has like a watch, and he's like, the watch is going to allow me to connect with any computer on my network. Yep. And he was like, this is a future shirt that I'm wearing, and it, like, absorbs heat when it's cold to keep you warm, and then he does the opposite of that.
At any point, does it get laughed at?
Well, no, because they all thought it was real at that time. They're like, this is really what the future is going to look like. And then he had this big case with him. He had this suitcase with him. And he goes, I'll be able to get information and messages real time on my smartwatch, on all the web pages on the internet I'm allowed to access. And then he opens up the case. He pops the case open all the way, and he goes, and then I'll be able to print it out from anywhere in the world. And the suitcase was a printer that he was carrying around with him. And I'm like, what? Like, what?
Which
what?
I would like these days.
A big suitcase printer? Oh,
yeah, not even big. I feel like maybe just a mobile printer would be nice.
We don't have to print everything out.
They did have a laptop once, and I think they may have. I don't know if this was a prototype. I thought they were releasing this to people, but they had a laptop that I at least saw demonstrated once that had a printer underneath the keyboard.
Oh, really?
Now, these weren't like these times, we're not talking about like MacBook Air size thin ass laptops. I'm talking, it was already thick enough, and then they put a printer underneath it. You had to like lift the keyboard and like slide a sheet of paper into, and then it went
right.
And it was like, this is going to maximize your productivity. I mean, what do you carry around a ream of paper with that thing?
I think they missed the mark on that one. I really do. When we come back, final dispatches, stories that did make the cut in today. I'll to wrap everything up for a Wednesday. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Classic Alternative this weekend on Real Radio 104.1.
Around the belly face down on the mattress.
Real Music Weekends are Classic Alternative.
This weather report is brought to you.
Little better, but also there was some coughs. There was some coughing. I don't know if you want to hold that against him or if you'd like to be nice. Still waiting for this piece of the puzzle, this whatever website this is, to come back. Is it on Down Detector? This is the Duke's country song. A song about Duke's Mayo. Let's see. No, it's not on Down Detector. It's not on Down Detector. 10 out of 10. Grand was supposed to be in my hand. Yeah, I hope Courtney doesn't get it as bad, too. Oh. But it happens. And then, my wife texted me today that her boss was going home sick because he could barely talk. Nobody wants this, but everybody is getting it. Thank you, Super Poop Guy. I think the Duke's Mayo song does go hard. And somebody, I don't know if it was YouTube or Twitch, somebody tried to point out yesterday, they said, Duke's Mayo is not tangy at all. It's false advertising. And I say, nay to you. Because it doesn't say tang. It's got twang. Yeah, extra twang. Ryan knows what I'm talking about. 10 out of 10 for that burp. You're welcome, night nurse. They don't call it dull for nothing. I'm not going to yell at you like Sean. Miracle Whip has more twang. Miracle Whip. Marla, advertising does work. In this case, it's working really good because you put Dukes in the song. How many times have you had like an ad stuck in your head from TV or from radio, or an ad that you remember very well because it was pretty funny, or it stuck out, and you go, "Son of a bitch, I don't remember what they were advertising." You put the name of the place in the jingle. Then you go. This is the Dukes. Or, we are farmers. Bum ba dum bum 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 bum. My kid sings along to that one now. Where's the beef? I always think it's weird when these companies band together and put in money to advertise the product without a brand name. It's just like, this is an ad for beef. It's what's for dinner. Got milk. It's like they bought the ad. They want you to drink the milk. They've sort of just all agreed to help pay for it because if you're drinking the milk, they're going to get some of them are going to get the money. Doug needs to write a banger for Miracle Whip. I would listen. I would listen. I would not just write it off because it's Miracle Whip and I don't care for it. You bite your tongue, CJ. Bite it. All right, got a couple ratings, couple 10 out of 10s. We got to pick a chatter of the day. All Day Yuckers can write a song for Miracle Whip. Miracle Whip. 8.5 internally bleeding ice agents out of 10. Very nice, cat butthole. Mel Bell. State Farm is there, absolutely. Hell, the iHeartRadio jingle is only our name. All right. Chatter of the day. I know this is a cop-out, but, this is dull mic, baby. Chatter of the day, all of YouTube for being back in Mega Chat. You all you get congratulatory, honorary participation trophy chatter of the day. We're back to wrap this thing up right now.
Buyer's Guide at thenicklygroup.com.
Where common sense meets complete nonsense. This is the News Junk.
And today I learned to wrap everything up for a Wednesday. And thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for being with us. We'll get to those final comments in a moment. Quick thank you for everybody putting up with my voice for the last 8,000 weeks, it would seem. But I do have this flu or whatever's going around. It looks like it's not, I didn't know this, but I thought I don't have the flu unless I'm throwing up and stuff. I guess only kids throw up when they get the flu. Like kids and older people tend to throw
Pussies.
up. But grown adults don't usually throw up when they get the flu.
I think it's a lot of chills and did you have a headache?
Yeah. I had chills. I had where I was cold and then hot, and I don't know if I had a fever because I never really checked, but I was feeling really crappy the second or third day in, and then after that it's just been sore throat and coughing, and that's what whatever version of the flu is making the rounds. That's what it does.
You're way too late for Tamiflu, but if you would have figured it out ahead of time, you get that Tamiflu will knock that flu right out.
Well,
But
I have some information.
Congestion you got to suck out of you, right?
That only comes out one way. Just spit it into the sink, one lug at a time. One lug at a time. Hey, good news for all us fatties out here. Oprah Winfrey has told us it is not eating that makes us obese. It is not eating that makes us obese. Here she is on The View. All right, let's see. Hold on. Why we're not hearing any audio? Okay, this is down. Now I got it. This is Oprah on The View talking about being fat.
All these years, I thought I was overeating. I was standing there with all the food noise, what I ate, what I should eat, how many calories was that, how long was it going to take. I thought that was because of me and my fault. Yeah. Now I understand that if you carry the obesity gene, if that is what you have, that is what makes you overeat. You don't overeat and become obese. Right. Obesity causes you to overeat.
Yeah, I don't know about that, Oprah. You don't overeat and become obese. Obesity makes you overeat, and then this is a way to blame it on the other thing instead of your inaction. You know what makes you fat? I know from experience. I'm at 215 right now. 215, yeah. I was going to say 14. I would be lying. It makes you fat when you eat too much and don't get enough exercise. That's it. That's it. And I'll get down to that 190 that I'm looking for within the next 6 months. I'll do it. And you'll see it watching this show. And it's all because, not because I'm beating off the obesity demons. That sounds weird. Yeah. But more so because the reality of the situation
Definitely not a time for a pause mid-sentence.
But if that was a solution, then get ready, obesity demons.
Damn it. I wanted to show. Sabrina found the future thing, but I
did? Okay.
Okay.
I sent you two other future
No, this is it. This is the guy.
It's also satellite connected, so I can receive information, any information I want from any computer I have access to around the world. And I carry a printer for that information in my briefcase so that when I get a message, it all prints out like that.
Why would you want that?
That page was already printed, bro.
Of course it was,
You didn't have time to wait for it?
That was the worst future prediction, that you would just want to print stuff out all the time.
But the watch was on point.
The watch was pretty cool, actually. It's not too far off from an Apple Watch. All right, let's get the hell out of here, folks. Here we go. Let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ. So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
I'll be better tomorrow, I'm sure. Actually, I think I'll be 10% better tomorrow, 10% better on Friday, and by sometime next week, my voice will be normal again. That's how annoying this cold is. Today I Learned for a Wednesday, January 14th, 2026. Today I Learned this R&B singer.
Return of the Mac. That's
right. Return of the Mac is right. Mark Morrison. That's no
That would
return to the
have
Mac.
taken me a while to come up with Mark Morrison.
The British R&B singer Mark Morrison, well said, Celia, was...
I knew you guys couldn't ignore that.
I ignored it with my mouth.
Hey, not with your face.
Take me a while.
Mark Morrison.
Big old name.
R&B singer Mark Morrison, Return to the Mac, was sentenced to public service for participating in a pub fight, a pub brawl in 1998. He then hired a lookalike to do the sentence so he could go on tour, they said.
Wait, nobody figured that out, that Mark Morrison was on tour and doing his community service at the same time?
No. They weren't paying attention to that tiny town, I guess. Finally, today I learned this band right here.
Go West.
That's right. Go West from the Pretty Woman soundtrack. We watched Pretty Woman last night. Not because I'm obsessed with any of the stars of the movie,
Loves Julia
but just
Roberts.
because we're watching rom-coms right now, and it was a great movie. And this is on the soundtrack, so I just wanted to bring it to you anyways.
Song.
I'm not going to even pretend to have it today. I learned. Just sing it with me on the way out, all right? Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow. Same time, same place. Missed any of the show? Get the podcast at thenewsjunkie.com. We'll see you.